What do you mean? I'm here. I'm not even dead, not even a little bit. I need someone in this live to do me a favor and go over to Rocket Restoration's YouTube channel and subscribe, because he has 3,399 and it's a problem. This is the worst guitar in the world. I have no idea what I'm doing here. All right, we'll put a pin in that. What's up, everybody? How's it going? The gang's all here. Check it out. I found Tom. He was in Minnesota.
Hi.
So now we're driving across America, making a buddy cop film.
It's a long drive.
You're a towel.
I got to drive the Ram truck again for the first time today.
How'd you like it?
Sketchy. Other than cruise control working, the alignment being horrible and try to put you into the shoulder every time. The AC actually works really good.
It does. It works too well.
Brakes are super sketchy.
Sometimes they don't work.
No cruise control.
Shakes horribly.
That's not bad.
Yeah, if you go 60 miles an hour and don't have to stop or go up a hill, it's awesome. As long as you like turning right. The nose, I think the nose is more bent than when we left because the hood doesn't shut right anymore.
Yeah, we're going down the road and Jamie's like, "Did you close the hood, Tom?" I'm like, "Yeah,
it's closed,
sure
but
I
it's
did."
like something happened, dude. Look at that. Something happened. It was that bump off of that bridge. I'm telling you.
It doesn't like expansion joints off bridges. It's like Jamie was in the passenger seat for the first time this trip. He's like, wow, you can really see the dash move a lot every time you hit an expansion joint.
I watched the entire dashboard. It was awesome.
Yeah, and then apparently the right vent, because Jamie's been in the driver's seat, there's a giant mouse nest in the vent for a while that he didn't notice. So.
I got the ones out of the driver's side.
I told you to throw it out the window. You put it on the floor.
Dude, sometimes when you throw things out the window, they come back in on you.
Or it hits your car.
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. You can't spit out of this truck.
Yeah, we got here about 7:50. I was like, well, Jamie, are you going to be on your live early for the first time in the history of your live? And then, no. He bought a new laptop,
I had to download Chrome and log into it, and it's this whole thing.
Yeah.
This whole thing. Hey, right at the start, I want to mention to everybody, if you haven't heard, for Stone Soup, there is a Patreon. If you want to donate to Stone Soup and you can't take it and make a video and donate parts in time, go to Patreon and search for Functional Histories and you'll find it. If you would like to contribute, do that.
My hair might be worse than yours today.
It might be, which, yeah, that's a remarkable accomplishment, actually. Everything's a mess.
Minnesota show was really good. I hope you guys watched. I did. I'm going to do a 2-part video for my trip out here. So I did the way out. Hope you guys watched that today. It was my longest video ever, 50 minutes, and it's actually one of my most successful videos ever. So a lot of people watched it today. I really appreciate it.
I don't know how many times I had to tell you people like long videos.
Yeah, Jamie keeps on telling me that. I am a squirrel and have ADD, so it's hard doing a long video. Yeah.
My long videos are made of 250 short clips.
Do you want to tell people what happened at the show when you arrived?
Oh, when I got to the show?
Yeah.
Well, I was greeted with a water and a corn dog and a handful of subscribers. That was cool. And then I met, is it Rob?
Rob Wolf.
Rob Wolf with Mopar Collector's Guide, who wanted to feature me in his magazine. And he walked up, took one look at the ramp truck with the demon on the back and said, I'm going to put you on the cover. So then we left the show pretty quickly and went to the airport a few blocks down and took fancy pictures of the demon and the ramp truck.
It was pretty awesome. It really was awesome. They loved the truck. So, and I think it's going to be on pretty soon. So if you guys don't subscribe to Mopar Collector's Guide, you might want to subscribe so you can see Jamie on this mug on the cover.
Oh, yeah. On the cover of the Mopar Collector's Guide.
You did that yesterday and I had that song stuck in my head the rest of the day.
You're welcome. I'll play that later.
Okay.
Should open with that. Anyway, yeah. So the show was cool. I wasn't there for long. I slept 2 hours that night, so I was pretty much a zombie. I apologize to anyone that came to see me for like anything I may have said because it probably didn't make much sense. I couldn't hear anything either, which is awesome. My biggest sadness about that is when I arrived, it rained horribly the day before in that morning, and there was a giant mud hole. Oh, thanks to whoever subscribed to Tom.
Thanks, guys. I said 3,400. So
I came in. There's a giant mud hole to get into the swap meet spot where he's at, and he was all worried about me getting through it. I got right through it. Didn't take a video.
That was my bad.
Couldn't get a video of me driving my ramp truck through a giant mud hole.
Well, I go meet Jamie at the gate to get him in, and I'm like, okay, I'll just hop in the truck. But he has stuff
hop in the truck,
floor to simulating on the passenger seat, so I can't physically get in. So I just rode on the back like a hay truck, and then we go through it, and I'm like, why didn't we film that?
Seriously,
it was actually really bad. It rained, so that was Saturday. Friday, it rained all day at the show. And it was a mud pit Saturday morning. Like a wrecker got like stuck. Like had to have like somebody come in and pull him out. Like it was so muddy at the show. It was bad.
So sorry I missed all that.
Hey, just want to give Rooster a shout out too. We crashed at his place last night. Really appreciate the free night to stay last night. It was nice.
Sincerest thanks to Rooster. And he made us breakfast and cinnamon rolls.
Dude, he made these cinnamon rolls. It was like cinnamon. It was incredible.
He's been teasing me about those cinnamon rolls for like a month.
They're really good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Feel free to send those anytime, any holiday, any event.
Yep.
Ship them priority.
They're delicious.
Anyway, we'll go through some comments and say hi to some people. Stephen Andrews, Rich Jordan, Robert Fitch. How you doing? No, you're a tail. Sup, Avon? Yes, thank you, Stephen. It was a valiant effort. It was kind of a demon effort, but yeah. Tony Sears, aren't we in your state right now? We are in Kennebec?
Kennebec, South
Dakota.
Yep.
I know you're in one of the Dakotas.
Yeah, usually drive a little later on these road trips, but we wanted to be in a hotel with Wi-Fi for the live tonight. It's doing it from the truck's cool, but
it's hard when you're actually driving.
Yeah, that truck's really loud, so
yeah,
there's not much sound deadening in there.
You told me we were only driving, what was it, 5 or 6 hours today? I don't even remember.
It was about 8 hours today.
Was it
437 miles?
Anyway, and I said those are rookie numbers. That's nothing. I've done 780 miles in a day on this trip.
Yeah, we actually went to I mean, there'll be videos from both of us. I didn't take much video there, but I bought a 1957 Plymouth Belvedere convertible in Iowa, so I had to go down there and make sure it was ready to go and pay the guy and everything. And then, my brother and Evan are they're going to Illinois the next 5 days to do dealer stops. So hopefully they'll get some video from that. But I'm not there, unfortunately. I love doing that stuff, but I had some family stuff I got to get back for. So Jamie graciously let me ride back with him. So
yeah, you're welcome.
It really should be your pleasure.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine. Compared to your almost new, really nice, heated, cooled, loaded.
Yeah, going from a 22 Ram, like
it's a big upgrade.
Laramie with leather and Bluetooth, and the cooling seats are nice. Like it's nice having cold air blowing on your balls. Like it really is. Like
we don't have that feature, but we do have like parts falling off. So it's not all bad. Scott Smith, how's it going there? Stacey Renner, hey guys, how's the drive home going so far? Fine. It's okay. Everything's pretty good.
What's the mileage? You got like 14.
Okay. So coming out, I was getting 14 miles a gallon, and that was cruising 75, 80. And a lot of that, like even up and down mountains and stuff. I was getting 14. I hand calculated it like 3 or 4 tanks in a row, and it was always 13.7, 13.9, 13.5. That's close enough. My first tank was more like 11 and a half because I was doing the big climb into Central Oregon. Various numbers, but yeah, I think it's a little worse. We calculated it today and it was only 12
and a half.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, the speedo doesn't work on the truck though.
No.
So Jamie like realized we made it like to the first stop today, and Jamie's like, wait.
My odometer on my phone said 120 miles, and we had been like 200.
But the problem is every time he's on his phone, it stops counting.
Yeah,
so like
just learn that.
So we started doing the math. Like, yeah, you're about 50 miles off.
Yeah. So I counted 2,700 miles to get to Tennessee. I think I missed some, so that's unfortunate. Dan Tupper, how's it going? My sister is here. Woo! Glenn Uromi, how you doing? These were all comments from before I started the live. Remember that time when you thought the live was going to start early? Lovejoy's here. I met Lovejoy in the middle of Nebraska at a truck stop on the way out here, and he bought me a chicken sandwich, and that was awesome. So thanks, Lovejoy.
Nice guy.
Yeah, I didn't have time to go to his place, unfortunately. I was a day behind schedule when I left town. So, yeah. Brad's Restorations. I saw your comment over on Tony's, either his video or his live. Either or, but I appreciate you. Thank you. My mom, how's it going? T-Bird 75. Functional Victories is here. Bell James, how's it going? I was going to stop at Bell James's house, but again, that whole I was a day behind thing, that didn't end up happening.
I can't believe you're late.
It's crazy. I know. It makes no sense. Hey, 155 of you out there. Thanks for joining. Appreciate that. I assume at some point people are going to have questions about the racing activities with Tony. So we'll get to that.
We got plenty of time.
We got time. But anyway, if you don't mind, please hit the like button on the stream because it does stuff for the thing with the deal. McLovin Garage, what is up? If I miss your comment, I apologize, but I'm 20 minutes behind and we've hardly started. So,
I liked it too.
Robert Hill, how you doing?
Felt like it.
How many likes you got on there?
Just 57.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, Empire Rest. Yeah, we're in a hotel, or is it a motel? Because it's got its own door.
Place is really cool. I like this place. It had really good reviews. It's like I go in and like literally the family lives in back, and there's a front counter. Like the dog's barking, they got a baby in there. Super nice family. So yeah, it's great.
And then we got to go check out the local.
And there's a bar across the street. The only problem is it is Sunday night, so I don't know if they close by 10. But if they're open after 10, we're gonna go get a beer after this. So
hey, I'm getting the crappy Wi-Fi signal. If you can hear us, that's great. If you have issues hearing us, please let me know, and hopefully I'll see that message sooner than 20 minutes from now.
So, and I got full bars on the Wi-Fi if we need. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have backup plans. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yep.
Stage Zero, Jason, how you doing?
Thank you, T-Bird, for subscribing.
T-Bird 75.
You were probably 3,400. Appreciate it.
Put you over the edge.
Yep.
Nice. Full Garage, how you doing? Man, I had a crazy weekend. It's been nuts. Guy in the next room has a pillow on his head. How dare you? Robert Fitch says, I'm not dead.
Ouch.
Can't say the same for a certain differential. Listen, you don't have to call me out like that. Yeah, Tom, congrats on escaping Minnesota. We did it twice. We left Minnesota and went to Iowa, and then we went from Iowa back into Minnesota, and then
for like
into
10 minutes.
Something like that, and then into a Dakota. Yeah, Tom was at the Mopars in the Park show, Stillwater, Minnesota. That's one of his yearly events he always goes to do the swap meet thing. And
it was good this year. It rained all day Friday, but Saturday was really good. I got rid of some stuff out here. I found some good stuff out there. So
the swap meet section was so huge. I walked like 10% of it and went, nope, I need a nap. Good evening, all classics. How you doing?
Yeah.
I need a nap. But YT Viewer and Mrs. YT Viewer 127 brought me 2 bottles of water and a corn dog, which was awesome.
Well, I know, like Jamie got there, and like we were because again, my brother and Evan are heading down to Illinois, so we were packing the truck from the swap meet. And like I left Jamie for 5 minutes to turn, he's got a corn dog in his hand. Like,
that's my superpower.
This is so on brand.
This is an awesome table, by the way.
Yeah, it's a little.
Glenn Uromi. Hello, Jamie. I wanted to start by saying you're an unbelievable editor. I actually am pretty good at editing. Or to give you major props for not cursing in the drag racing video. I was not cursing. I said no bad words. It doesn't matter that I broke it during the big race and didn't even leave the starting line. It was an awesome time. Yeah, it was all good. You can keep up on the comments more realer time if you get bored.
I can try.
Just saying.
We'll see.
Just saying. But yeah, anyway, there were no bad words. I seriously, I was grinning ear to ear when I broke it and had to tow it out of the box. It was awesome. Very happy about that. Bill Johnson, how you doing there? Yeah. John Chapman, howdy.
Yeah, you're way behind on comments.
I'm very, very behind. I know. Rob Capiccioni, how you doing? Yeah, live on the road, number 2. We should be home Tuesday evening, but we'll see.
That's the goal. Yeah, we got one stop tomorrow. You guys follow. Well, Jamie did a video on this car too. I've got that black 446 Barrow 70 Roadrunner.
Oh yeah.
And a good friend of mine in Hawaii actually tracked down one of the previous owners, and apparently 2 previous owners of the car live within a half hour of the guy. So we're going up to a town called Bowman, North Dakota tomorrow, and all 3 of the guys are going to be there. So I'm looking forward to hearing some stories about that car. So I really like that car. So it's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gonna be cool. Old Stuff Rules. How's it going? Paul Steinberg. The guys. They do the stuff. Mostly Mopar. Yeah, I am having a blast. I'm tired. I'm a little sore. My ears hurt, and I'm ready for home. But yeah, it's been an awesome time. I just can't even believe it. I am somewhat surprised that I haven't had more problems. Let's just say that. It went about as well as it probably could have. And of course, you may well have seen my video from today about the race. It has 13,000 views right now, which is, I think, my best one day, half a day showing so far.
Yeah, that video is blowing up.
It's pretty
today.
good.
A lot of people watched it.
It's pretty,
and it's
pretty good.
A really good video.
Yeah.
What did Uncle Tony?
Uncle Tony said, and I quote directly,
I quote,
and I quote, "Dude, your video was over the top, effing awesome. You are the spirit of YouTube." Aw, that's cool. Anyway, I appreciate it.
Jamie's ego is not going to be able to fit on the screen pretty soon.
It already doesn't. Yeah. Get out of my shot. Speaking of YT Viewer 127, the person who made a corn dog appear as if by magic. How's the trip home going? Pretty good so far. Yeah, we had one stop today. You probably heard him mention that. Yeah. But nothing important has broken yet.
No, the truck runs like it's a Cummins.
It's a Cummins. Yeah. John M. Yeah, if you need a timing line, I got one. No problem. Okay, now there's a story there, and the story is he kept just giving me crap. Like, here, take this, take that with you. The compression gauge that he jokingly put on the ice cream cake, he made me take that. Like, if you saw his video from yesterday. So when he said, just take this timing line, put it in your truck now. I put it in my truck. I forgot to give it back. These things happen. Scott Smith says, great video today.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah.
I can attest Jamie last night after driving. Basically, Jamie drove from Tennessee to Minnesota straight. Like, he took like a 2-hour nap on the side of the road. Jamie was a wreck yesterday.
Well, the biggest thing was I couldn't hear, which is bad. So, yeah. I don't know what it is. Something about riding in this truck, it feels like you're wearing earmuffs after you sit in it.
And it was weird that I did this. I was in the truck for an hour and a half down to Roosters last night, and it was doing the same thing. We stopped by to get some drinks, and like it was the same thing to me. And for whatever reason, we cracked the rear window, and that seemed to help things.
I think it's an air pressure thing. I don't know.
It was like we're flying or something. It's sort of weird.
It is weird. Yeah, there was the timing light story. He just handed it to me. He was like, "Here, put this in your truck," and I put it in my truck. I don't know.
Cinnamons by Rooster.
Yeah. All Classics also loved your video. Do you have any running, driving police cars you want to sell? I don't think you do. I don't think you have any broken police cars you want to sell.
I'm going to put some police cars up for sale soon, but the problem is if they run, I want to keep them.
Yeah.
I don't have very well. I do have that 76 CHP Coronet. If you guys are interested in that, I got a few things I got to fix on it. I really like that car, but like I'm really running out of undercover storage right now. So, and that one's, I don't want to leave it outside. So if you're interested, shoot me an email, tom@rocketresto.com. Shoot me an email. I won't be home till Tuesday night, but if that's something you might be interested in, let me know. I'm going to sell a couple other cars off, but they're both pretty big projects. So
yeah. Big Bad Jones says I'm a Muppet. No comment. Yeah. The Ram truck was the real hero of this trip. Seriously.
Dude, it's awesome. It's right outside the window. It's like staring at us. Yeah, and the demon.
It's right there. It's perfect.
The coolest part about the Ram truck is you just look back and there's just a demon right there.
Yeah.
Like you look in the mirror, it's like you just have a demon behind you. It's like it's chased tailgating.
It's very fun. It's right out the back window. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good view. The Ram truck is cool, but the moment you park the car on it, yeah.
What's really funny is when Jamie left, I was at my in-laws like the morning he left, and I actually saw him on I-5 going south.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You
awesome.
texted me. You said like you look effing majestic or something like that.
It was marvelous.
Marvelous. That sounds right.
Yeah, they both apply.
I'll have to scroll back a long way to find.
Don't worry about it.
But anyway, yeah, marvelous.
We've been texting a lot on this trip.
Yeah. Oh, there's the mud hole. Hold on, wait. Let's see if I can get back to that. Because that's fantastic. Yeah. Here's come on. Here's the mud hole at Mopar's in the Park from, that was Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was Saturday morning.
Oh, that was Saturday morning. Oh, yeah, there's the rollback stuck.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's bad.
Not pretty. Anyway, there's still mud all over the truck from getting through that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Rich Jordan is a subscriber to that.
Excellent. Publication. Well, look forward to seeing Jamie soon.
On the cover of that thing.
Oh,
MCG.
You're the singer.
Joe Flaherty, how you doing? David Bisnett, enjoy watching the videos this week. Looks like you got some grip. I got some grip. I hope everyone saw Just Mopar Joe's video that he put out Friday, because that
basically pointing everything out that was going to go wrong.
Well, yeah, but also it's just cool because, I mean, I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not like a seasoned drag racer or anything. And by the time we were done that day, it was looking pretty good. The car, if it didn't pull the front wheels enough to slip a piece of paper underneath, it was really, really close. And that was all down to him helping me get everything set up, setting the tire pressures, just kind of pointing me in the direction and telling me what to do.
The thing I really liked about Joe's video is just it was like seeing Jamie's car and the trip from a different person's perspective, which I think was really interesting.
Oh, it was really cool.
Like Tony's video didn't really do that. It was kind of like, blah, blah, blah. But just Mopar Joe did a really good job.
Joe actually got to go over it and point out all the things.
He had more time.
Yeah, with it, so, I really like that. Because I dropped the car off and he was nice enough to give me a garage spot for it, which is cool. And then I left, and I didn't get back until the next morning at like 11 a.m. So I told him, film whatever you want, dude.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't see Just Mopar Joe's video,
definitely check that out.
It's really good. It goes into a lot more detail on the demon that Jamie hasn't done.
And this is important. If you watch his video, you'll see how the car was launching, and you'll go, dude. And then you see how it was launching on Friday in Nashville. It's not launching the same way. And there's a reason for that. And I'm going to cover it in my upcoming What the Heck Went Wrong video. So I won't go into it now because we've got a million comments to get to. But there's at least one very simple explanation for why it didn't quite do what it should have done.
By the way, I just want to say for the record, like there's video evidence. Jamie treated Uncle Tony.
I did.
Like he doesn't actually say that in his video. But he totally treated Uncle Tony. Like, I mean, the car broke, but like, there's evidence. Like, there's video evidence that he treated him.
I didn't know that until reviewing the footage that night, or the next night when I got whatever. When we got to Roosters, then I downloaded all the footage and I was watching him back, just checking the launches and everything, which is when I figured out my boo boo, and also that my car moves and there's like a gap before Slaghammer moves. But then my car stopped moving.
Apparently, Dr. Art's video caught you swearing with a cool.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I swore in Dr. Art's video, but it's his channel, so that's up to him. I heard that too. I swear in real life. You guys know that.
Jamie's not PG in real life.
I'm not PG in real life. I do. That's the one thing that I won't swear in my videos. I just won't do it. Uncle Molten Cake. How's it going, Hansossel? Count Derpulus thinks I did great, kiddo. Thanks.
Yeah, I saw me in that cake. I'm like, can I be jealous and disgusted at the same time?
Yeah. Paul Steinberg says I'm a star. Well, I don't know about all that, but hey, we're getting places. Josh Homan, how you doing? Cypher F, what's up? We'll see who is still in Washington, unlike us. Dave LA is here. Yeah, I got to meet Dave. I think you were the first one that walked up when I was there. And I didn't get to go check out your minivan, your turbo caravan in the show. I really wanted to do that.
What happened was Jamie was walking around the swap meet, and then Rob Wolf from MCG's like, we got to go shoot your car, and we were just done. And then by the time that took like an hour and a half to do,
and I was so late anyway.
It was it was hot, and we were tired. Yeah. We just had to go. So sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh, Just Mopar Joe is actually here and says, good show, guys. I learned stuff from you both. Well, I learned all kinds of stuff from you. And just so everybody knows, I did put the race video out today because, Tony was going to put his race video out today. So I had to get mine out. But I have another video coming, preparing with Joe. A little more detail on my test runs and kind of my perspective and the things I was doing wrong, which he was nice enough to not cover in that video. My friend just texted me.
Jamie worked his butt off last night. Like we got to Roosters late and like stayed up till like midnight editing that video. And then got up at 6 a.m. the next morning.
Hi, Caleb.
What's that?
My friend Caleb I play with. He's an insanely good guitar player. He also plays upside down and backwards.
Nice.
Anyway, he's in my new band called, what are we called? Freaking Lasers.
Freaking Lasers.
Freaking Lasers. Anyway.
It's a good name.
It's perfect. Anyway, you guys heard me singing Just Mopar Joe's. I can't. This is hard with you standing there. Just
I know we're reversed.
Joe's praise a minute ago. I know it's strange.
It's like looking in a mirror. I don't understand why that has to be there. Why that has to be that way.
Because it shows us what they see. Because it's a selfie cam, so it's reversed.
Oh,
right. If I could flip it, but then everything would be. Does that make sense? We would look backwards.
It makes sense at the same time, doesn't? So
yeah. Anyway, I learned a lot from Joe. I would not have been anywhere near as successful this week as I was without his help. So again, you should really check out that video if you haven't. And I absolutely will be heading back to Arkansas in the future. My wife says, Arkansas sounds nice. But yeah, she wants to fly. She doesn't want to ride in the Ram truck. Seth Stewart, thank you very much. Yes, successful endeavors and only one minor fail. That's a fair appraisal of the situation. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, but Dave LA. So yeah, I got to meet him, and he had his family with him as well. And he told me he just finished his Magnum swap in a C-body that day. So that was awesome. We were talking about that torque converter problem. Was that last week? I swear that just happened, and you've already got it figured out. So very cool. Scott Smith saw a video today of the Mudfest.
Yeah, I think Bigfoot's in Mopars or something put out a video.
Oh yeah, that checks out.
I took a video. For some reason, I didn't take any pictures of the people getting stuck in the mud. I don't know why I should have.
Bill Johnson. If I'd been at Mopars in the Park to enjoy the rain, I'd have a functional differential right now. He's not wrong. Dave, how's it going? Rip to my rear diff. Yeah, Tony said you broke a gear. And he said those are probably street gears, newer gears, which are, what's the word? They're harder, so they break easier, whatever. They're more brittle. The old gears wear, new gears break, something like that. Difference in gear material. And they are newer gears. They were put in there in the 2000s. So if I had the 489s in there, that in the 488 gears in the 489 case, that never would have happened. David Corliss, how you doing there? Yes, I know. We're going to drive right past Stone Soup again in Western Montana.
That car is
hilarious.
Like an STD. It just won't go away.
It's like that, yeah. In case you weren't here toward the beginning of the stream when I mentioned this, if you want to donate to help support Stone Soup, there is a Patreon page now. Just go to Patreon and look up Functional Histories, and you can fax Vic and Foggy some money there. What?
McLovin Garage.
The new Ram isn't getting into a mat. No, it's not. Meanwhile, my beautiful, perfect, and somewhat falling apart ramp. I think the passenger side fender fell off its mount. So now both fenders are down, and the hood is. That I should check that out.
Should we look at that, or is it just not that important?
Nah, you're right. I made sure they got a shot of the truck from the front for the magazine. I was like, dude, you got to look at it.
You got to get to the front.
You got to get a shot here.
They did.
They did. At least there was cake. How's it going, Jeff? 38 POS Racing. Good evening, guys that do stuff.
Driving.
We do that. I've done so much stuff in the last week. I visited my grandma. I drove almost 800 miles in a day, twice. I met Just Mopar Joe, made my car faster, met Uncle Tony.
Learned how to drag race.
Kind of learned how to drag race. Ate a really expensive chicken cutlet at a very fancy Italian restaurant's bar. Broke my car in front of thousands of people. Oh, awesome.
Got on the cover of Mopar Collector's Guide.
Oh, I forgot. Dude, Empire Russ. That's exactly what we were just talking about with Dave LA's car with his Magnum swap. The bolt pattern didn't match. Now, do you have a big pattern, small pattern problem, or do you not have the offset bolt hole in the right place? Because that can happen too.
I've done that.
Yeah.
That's not.
Oh, I've done that many times.
That's not fun to fix.
Oh, my friend Mitch is here. Mitch is the one that helped me put the windshield in the truck. Hey, Mitch.
Hey, Mitch.
How's it going? Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. Lovejoy. If I find myself in Nebraska again, which has literally never happened before, but could, I will let you know. Like I say, I'll definitely be going to Arkansas more in the future, so I'll keep you posted. I think we already did this. Yeah. If anyone needs a timing light, I've got one.
I don't think that's the first joke.
Yeah, I think it was him the first time too, and I just hadn't gotten to it yet. Ben Braddock, how you doing? Hank Reardon, thank you. Appreciate that. Larry Barker in Battle Creek, Michigan. Yeah, all's going well. I blew up the rear end of my car on Friday. Haven't slept much, and I'm going deaf. But other than that, it's been an awesome week. It's been expensive, but that's, par for the course. I totally agree, Brad.
These diesel's cheaper out here.
Yeah. Oh, we paid like $308
today. That's the cheapest I've seen in a long time.
Fantastic. I paid $318 somewhere on the way out. That was cool. Finally, Jamie met his father. That comparison, several people have made it, and when I looked back at the footage, it was like, oh, I see it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would have been better if I still had my ponytail, but it is what it is.
Sister being moderator.
Yes, Just Mopar Joe fed me a gas station chicken dinner for lunch and the finest pizza in Arkansas. And I can tell you that the finest pizza in Arkansas is still pretty good the next day. Mm. Yeah. I should have finished reading the comment. He told me he was eating the leftovers 8 hours later after them riding around in the truck all day. They still held up, I'm telling you.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Did I secure the ramp truck? Well, I locked the doors. Dude,
it's right outside our window.
We're
Dude,
good.
There's farm fields for 50 miles around us. Yeah. Like I mean, there is a biker bar next door, but
I'm not worried about them.
They'll
be looking out more than anything else.
Yeah.
Bulldog, how you doing? Nice. Oh, cool. Mark M is here. How's it going? Yeah. And you asked me how I was doing the other night, and I apologize to anyone who's been texting me because a good few people have, but I don't mean to sound like all high and mighty and important or anything, but I've been really busy. I've either been driving on the road or, doing stuff, barely sleeping, editing videos. It's been nuts. So yeah, I apologize if I missed your message or anything over the last week. There's so much happening. Nice. LLRT32 near Aurora on the 5. Where the hell's Aurora?
Talking about Seattle, like Aurora Avenue in Seattle.
I don't know. Headed down to Sonoma in a big truck. Any tips? How far down Sonoma? Is that in Arizona?
Yeah, talking about Sonoma, California.
It must be.
Fill up in Oregon first.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Because when you go to California, gas and diesel was like 50 cents a gallon.
How far down is Sonoma?
That's Bay Area.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna split up anyway.
I'm
still have to
assuming
go through the
that's what that
Siskiyous,
means.
right?
Yeah.
And that's the worst part, pretty much.
Yeah, they're pretty twisted.
Most of it's flat and boring, and it's not bad. Going through Portland sucks, but other than that, yeah, there's not much to it. Done that drive a few times, as you have many more, I'm sure.
I've done that a lot.
Yep.
I go to usually the 2 LA shows twice a year.
Yep.
There's usually just one more trip down there. I get a car.
Yep.
I like buying clean California cars.
Yeah.
Watch my shipping video.
Yeah.
I go into detail. It's like we're over at Roosters and we're going over that Coronet. It's just like,
yeah,
he's so much miles ahead with that car than any other car he has.
Oh yeah,
it's so clean.
Super solid.
It needs everything mechanically, but you don't have to worry about rust. Like it's really nice.
Why are you rocking the boat?
I don't know. I'm not doing it intentionally.
Yes. Joe fed me multiple times, handed me multiple beers, found me a private racetrack, slick tires, helped me put the car together, found me a place to change the tires, drove me around everywhere. Like, yeah, just another shout out for Joe, because the Southern hospitality was measurable. Mike the Slacker, how you doing? Yeah, that's what I said to Tony. I was like, dude, I built a motor that makes enough power to break things. And he was like, well, oh, Big Bad Jones. Oh, thank you very much. Big Bad Jones sent over $20. Said, not much, but I've really enjoyed your channel. Inspired me to try my hand at Mopar videos.
That was a third of a gas tank today.
That's right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I promise to only spend it on diesel fuel and maybe alcohol. Maybe.
Well, we're going to the bar if they're open after this. So.
Yeah.
You do need some Ram Truck t-shirts. You got many comments for that. Like,
people love the Ram Truck.
You need to get a Ram Truck.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Yep.
Put that. In fact, just for you guys, I'm going to put it on the list right now.
Yep.
Put it on the list. It's a long list, but I'm putting it on the list. 7 out of 8 ain't bad. Man, I came up with that one a long time ago. Ram Truck shirts. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll put 17 exclamation points on it. So hopefully it happens. A classic blend. I like that one too. We gotta do that one. Yeah. Nice. Yes, Tony explaining why they called it drag racing was great. Yeah, all the off the cuff. It was really good. I had a great time. I had a great time filming with Tony, and again, I had a great time filming with Joe too. It was so weird. I landed and we just started BSing like we've been friends forever. We just kind of had similar rhythms and jokes going back and forth. Like, what's on camera is nothing compared to us just driving around in his truck. It was hilarious. An awesome time.
It was really funny when Jamie got to the show. Like, my brother, Evan, Jamie are all wearing Dead Dodge Garage shirts. I'm the only one that wearing a Rocket shirt.
And I called you out for it.
I still haven't bought a Dead Dodge Garage shirt.
We make them every day.
It's not on purpose.
You just want me to give you one. I don't have any.
That's not even it. I don't even. Well, Jamie Miller is all these. Like, he doesn't actually have any.
No, they're all. Yeah,
he should.
I should. I have a stack of stickers that I meant to bring with me.
still don't have stickers.
I forgot. Yeah, you need to I'm gonna have to make stickers for you.
Well, Vanessa volunteered. She's supposed to come up in the next week or two. Like I'm gonna. Yeah. Vanessa from 5 Points Parts. She's fantastic. If you ever need any over parts, Vanessa from 5 Points Parts.
She's got cool merch too. I still need the swap meet fight shirt. She said she'd give me one, but I haven't seen her since then.
I need to get some stickers made. I got to put some stickers on the Ram truck. So
yeah, we're at 34.3 thousand subscribers now.
That's pretty awesome. Jamie is blowing up right now.
It's all happening.
Pretty awesome.
He's so hot right now,
dude. He was it was funny. I was on the back of the Ram truck.
Oh, dude!
Everyone's like,
I was gonna say that.
I
was pulling through the mud hole, and even over the Cummins going through the mud hole, I could hear people saying, "That's that Dodge Garage. It's that Dodge Garage."
Yeah, people were taking pictures with Jamie in front of the Ram truck. It was pretty entertaining. I have video of this. It will be in my video next week.
It's provable. Yes. It's a verifiable fact.
Yeah, he's internet famous now. So
Jeff Millett. What did I say to my wife? A minor internet celebrity, something like that. Jeff Militich had to stop in the middle of your video to be here. Thanks, Jeff.
I appreciate you watching. Finish when you're done.
Thank you for your service. I need the watch hours.
I need the watch hours.
Vic knows I'm impossible to hear when I'm on the phone in that truck. Dude, my earbuds are absolute garbage. I'm going to smash them with a hammer after this trip.
Well, I talked to Jamie a few times on the first half of the trip. And
I sound like I'm in a wind tunnel.
I had a conversation with the truck in the passenger seat, but I was like, my ear like this.
No one had said anything. I talked on the phone with different people for hours before anyone said, dude, you sound like you're standing in front of a jumbo jet.
You look like you sound like you're in a wind tunnel.
That's what I just said.
I tell you that.
Whatever.
My Lord tells you so.
I don't know. No one told me for a long time. Tony B, how you doing? There's a Blues Brothers Monaco behind the shop, but you can't have it.
The funny thing is, I actually had a 74 Washington State Patrol Monaco that sold 2 years ago and I never picked up. And supposedly got picked up this week, though I never heard anything from anybody.
Oh,
I pulled it out.
Oh,
it's supposed to get picked up this week.
I didn't know that. I missed the memo.
I really
on
need
that
to get
one.
some cars out of the yard. I'm
I'm
getting a little paranoid. The property, literally above my shop, just sold. They're building a house up there, and I really don't want people looking down on me because my yard is.
Well, there's some stuff. Do you have any Polaris for sale? No, I don't believe you do.
I might be selling my '69 CHP Polara.
Oh, okay. The brown one.
Yeah, CHP. Yeah, basically the ultimate cop car. Mm-hmm. It's not going to be cheap though. I really like that one, but it's 4 down on my project list right now. And seeing as I barely started on 1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Josh Jesh, how's it going? I'm going to meet Josh Jesh tomorrow. He didn't manage to make it to the Minnesota show, which is okay because I was mega late and only there for about an hour. Anyway,
Josh, we're going up Highway 12 tomorrow, so I don't know.
And what town is the thing? Where are you going to meet the people?
We're going to Bowman.
But
we're going to be closer to you before that.
Yeah,
Heading or Lemon, somewhere in there. I was looking at a map. I don't know if I'm very familiar, but let's talk in the morning.
Yep. We'll coordinate. We're in Kennebec right now.
Yeah, so we're
Kennebec, whatever.
Yeah, we're an hour from Pierre, I think. I don't know. We're in the middle of nowhere, South Dakota.
I don't like it when the demons follow me.
Dude, you guys are on fire with the comments tonight. They're just dude, I took over driving and Jamie's just cracking up laughing the entire time reading all the comments in his video and Tony's video. There's some good comments.
Some good stuff out there. We got a lot of comedy writers in the comments. Mm-hmm. Evan M, did you find out what broke in the rear end? We're pretty sure it's gears. I can tell you that the 742 pinion, because that's the weak point, the small tapered pinion, it is still bolted tight in the case. The driveline is tight. It didn't puke parts or fluid everywhere. That is fine. So it is internal. It's either ring gear teeth or pinion teeth or both. Now, here's the weird thing. Tony was riding in it when we dragged it back to the pits, and he said he was hearing an occasional horrible clunking banging sound in the back end. So, okay. But when I checked it, the drive shaft was tight again. It was I wasn't able to crawl under it immediately after it broke. When I checked it, it was together. And what's weird is loading it, unloading it, we had to push it on the ground for pictures yesterday.
Yeah, for MCG,
it never made a sound.
They wanted it off for pictures, which is quite the production, actually, taking that off. But we took it off.
It's fun, though.
Pushing it pushed fine. There was nothing there. I mean, which might be a problem. But
it's fine.
But it pushed back and forth, no noises. Yeah. So
it didn't make any noises or pops or bangs or nothing. So that was just really weird.
Jamie's going to do a thorough post-mortem next week.
Yes, and I will get the center chunk out. I'll probably, honestly, I'll probably just throw my 323s in it so it drives. Because it's not going racing again for a while, and I don't want to put the 4.8s in there, so we'll figure something else out. But yeah, I'm going to take the rear end apart. We'll figure out exactly what happened. We know how it happened. I have some more interesting details, but I'm going to save them for that video. I learned a lot watching back the videos from that day. There are some obvious things. If you zoom in on the slow motion and say, watch the back wheels, some weird stuff was happening, and I know why. So we'll cover that in a video, and I'll try to have that out sooner than later, so I don't leave everybody in suspense.
This comments coming
up. Donnie made it right on time as usual. Yes, Mike Arrington has it in Tony's live a minute ago. What we were listening when he said that.
Yeah,
they were like, what do you love, or do you love something? And Tony just said, I love dogs. I love dogs, and I love Dead Dodge Garage.
But which one more?
Well, that wasn't the question. Dog. That is an easy choice. Come on, it's dogs. I got to meet his dogs. They were sweet, but when he kept screaming in my ear. If it ain't broke, you're not pushing it hard enough. Well, all right. Cover of the Roland thumbnail. Brent Forte with that one. Nice. Donnie, you're fired. I'm kidding. I almost made Donnie. I considered forcing Donnie to fly to Tennessee, help me at the race, and then help me drive to Minnesota. That would have been great.
By the way, Donnie, I just found a wrecking yard in Montana. They got a bunch of footage of it. I want to post. I'm trying to buy some cars. They have like 6 73, 74 Roadrunners in there. Yeah, I may be buying a few cars out of the yard soon. Although Jamie and everyone else in my life is telling me to stop buying cars. But.
Well, someone's got to be the voice of reason. You don't have to listen.
That's true.
You do you. 38 POS Racing. Jamie, with less than 10 runs total, you did awesome. Yes, thank you. I had made arm drop untimed laps on a somewhat abandoned racetrack, so 8th mile before, in slow cars with no sure grip and absolutely zero traction. So you do kind of have to count that, but actual like timed passes, trying to be serious about racing, I had made 5 at Bremerton over 2 years, 2 times going there, once each year. 5 passes total, none of which were any good. And then I made about 5 or 6 runs with Joe, full passes. I think maybe 5. We did little hoppies and a couple test launches and stuff. I think I made 5 passes. And then I went there, ran twice, and then tried to race Tony and broke my car. So, yeah.
Yeah, we were dodging thunderstorms all day, and it was amazing. We hit like a little bit of rain north of our first stop, and then like there was like these giant thunderstorms all around it. And
we were
even when we got out of the truck, it looked like the apocalypse, the south, and then it just went west of us. So it's like we've gotten really lucky. Like, because I don't obviously I don't want hail damage on the Demon. That would be horrible. Yeah. The Ram truck doesn't matter.
I'd be out there using my body as a shield
with baseball size hail.
Yeah. Will you help?
I'm bigger than you.
He said small hail, but yeah.
Put my sweatshirt over it. That would actually probably work.
I was thinking I've got my blankie. If it starts hailing, I'm running out there and throwing my favorite blanket over the car.
I'll use these sheets. I don't care.
Oh yeah, they won't mind. Yeah, the coolest thing about Just Mopar Joe's video is seeing my left front tire get fully off the ground. It's pretty cool. I'm just saying, if you watch Joe's video, it was working. If you watch the launches in Tennessee, it was not working as well. And there are a couple good reasons for that. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Clutch Kicker. I think we would have been really close. I still think he probably would have edged it out. But in those 2 runs where I was running like a dead 9, one of them had the worst bog ever. Like, seriously, you can count almost a second and a half in that video where my car wasn't moving. It wasn't advancing. It was that bad. And that tells me that would have been a low 8-second pass if not for the bog. And then the second pass, I didn't let go of the brake, so I bounced off the limiter again. And then I missed third. And it still ran like a 910 or something. So all I'm saying is there's a lot more in it. And if I could have gotten a clean pass, it would have been so close. Yeah. Just before Joe felt like Mickey in the Rocky series. You moved and the Wi-Fi got worse.
What?
I don't know.
I turned the AC off. Did that affect it?
Nah, we're good. Yeah, I called you my drag racing Mr. Miyagi. Yes. If you guys want to hear me saying a bad word, go to Dr. Art's Hot Rod Rehab and watch his video, which I suggest you do. All of the clips from outside the car were from Dr. Art. So you can check out his video, and he did hot mic me saying the F word.
Hey, T-Bird 75. I was trying to hit 34 and I hit it. So
yeah,
thank you.
Nailed it.
I'm right at 34.
Thank you for your help. Appreciate that. Yeah. And Joe did get to go over my car in his video as well. And he's got another video coming. So yeah, I think it's a really good video. At the end, we kind of did like a debrief thing, just like talking about it. And I don't know why, but to me, I think it's one of the best like chunks of video I've ever been a part of. It was just, I find it hilarious. I don't know if anyone else does, but I do.
There's a lot of good comments.
All right. I'm way behind. I apologize for that. Ahead. I told you to look ahead. Try and catch the good ones as they come in. Shout them out. I don't care.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Rodney Bird was playing for Tails Demon. Yes, it was I.
Vic says you should. He wants to take you on, but you got to bring the Volare.
Dude, the Volare. I'm gonna have to put a clutch in it, but the Volare. Sorry, bud. I got you.
Without the Stone Soup.
That
would be an epic battle.
Yes.
Whoever loses the most rust by the end of the drag strip wins.
Yes. Mopar Joe is a great instructor. Super. He was a teacher. He was literally a teacher. I don't know. I want to make sure you guys are all aware of that. Yes. The what went wrong video is going to be great. My best reaction time Friday was 0.42. I'd have to review the slip, but it was 0.4, which is like, I'd never had a reaction time with a 0 in the first digit before that day. So I'm happy with that. And again, in the Tony race, I left before him. So I don't know what the times were, but mine was better.
What was your RT?
That's reaction time.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. 0.04 was my best one. The second run, the starting line is uphill. And Tony warned me, but I rolled out of the beams and they had to reset the timing. And then I just got way in my own head, messed up on the button, missed third gear. It was ugly. And I still ran a 910. So
Tony
like
was psyching him out. It was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, but that test pass was before he did that. Right. He warned me ahead of time.
For the record, I wasn't there in Tennessee. I wish I was. I had to be in Minnesota, but I've seen a lot of footage of that.
Yeah. So. I mentioned my plans for the diff a bit ago.
No, it didn't rain Saturday. It rained Friday all day.
I thought it rained Saturday morning.
It sprinkled a little bit. It was mostly just the Friday. It was we had like 2 hours of dry on Friday where we set up the booth and I basically had to pack everything up. But it was Saturday was the mud hole because of all the rain on Friday.
Yeah. And my thanks to Rob Allen and Bill Johnson for your comments. Yeah. And Bulldog. Yeah. I want to make sure my videos can be consumed by all ages.
Yeah. I've got 5 and 8 too. And he's got 8. So
I mean, I just want to, that's important to me. So Roger Rose loves the fact that I do old Mopars. We both do old Mopars. That's our happy place. Yeah. 49 has the strongest pinion. So with a slip yoke eliminator, the 49 is the best case. So all you guys trash talking the 49 in the comments, that's wrong. Paul, I got that. Yeah, we got that. Yeah, but people are like, most people get the thing that Tony and I were doing. Like, it was fun. It was a great time. He was a super gracious host. He offered me anything I needed. Like, anyone that thinks he was a bad sport or, Tony should have given him a new center chunk, he would have if he had one.
Well, the other problem too is like the race finished at like 8.
Well,
and Jamie had to drive 11 hours, and Tony's shop was an hour and a half away.
3-hour round trip if we were to go try and get
even if they went back and got it, then he has to change it, which Jamie's pretty quick. You probably do it in
a half hour. I've done it on video in a half hour.
There's lightning.
Oh, I missed it. Rodney Bird just said that. Yeah, 49. If you do the shim there, then the 49 has the strongest pinion, and it's the best.
If it starts hailing, we may bring sheets outside to protect the demon. So
yeah.
Is there a gas station over here? Honest question, because I've done that before.
I know. I was thinking that if we were on the road. I think there. I don't know if there is. Yeah, right there. Yep, okay. We're going right there if it hails.
If it starts hailing, we're going to the gas station.
If it starts hailing, the keys are right there.
Okay. You gonna keep on going?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drive it over there.
Yeah.
I'm
the show must go on.
I'm superfluous.
Well, nobody, if the demon's gonna get
Rooster's calling us out for
we didn't get up.
Hey, I was
after 7.
Tired.
Dude, I slept 2 hours the night before and had to get a video out.
Juggy pants over here.
He did have the coffee on and the baking cooking. He woke me up, but it was only 5 minutes before my alarm. Yeah. Oh yeah, Big Bad Jones. Yeah, you're welcome. That's exactly it. I want people to be able to watch with their kids. We're trying to get the next generation into this hobby, so they kind of need to be able to watch the videos.
I saw a lot of young kids in Minnesota. I was really impressed. Like I saw
that 12-year-old kid that was driving a side by side at the last gas stop, and he was like asking me about my ETs and like, oh, those slicks on the back.
Yeah, we're near Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and like this kid, like he's like 12, and it's side by side ATV just filling it up at the gas station. He's like asking Jamie all these questions, like he knew a lot. It was great. It was awesome. I was like, that's awesome. Much respect to that kid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. 742 with a spool with a stick. It's Dana time. No, no, it's not. That car ran in the 11s in 1973 with a stick, the 48 gears, and that axle, and that 4-speed. So, no, it's not Dana time. And in my Barracuda, it's also not Dana time. If the 8 3/4 breaks, we'll fix it. Bottom line, the Demon did a wheelie and treed Tony. It's a win. Thanks, Mopar Man 67. Anything else good, recent that I'm missing? Important?
Not yet. I mean, there's something we can get to. It's nothing.
All right, fine.
If I start laughing uncontrollably.
Okay, sounds good.
Bigfoots and Mopars is on here.
Oh, cool.
I haven't watched your video from the show. I need to watch that.
Yeah, we heard you did one.
Yeah.
How's it going? Oh, that's my buddy Mitch. Someone mentioned you when I was at the gas station in my little red. They recommended this YouTube, Dead Dodge Garage. He said he seems like your kind of people.
Nice. My wife's apparently on the chat and asked if you've shaved the entire trip. Are you looking at him? The answer is no. I have.
Shaved what? I heard you shaving this morning, and I was so disappointed that you weren't growing out your action hero beard.
Yeah, Brandy doesn't like the beard.
So I've heard.
Trying to stay.
I
stayed photogenic for the camera today.
Oh, yeah. Right. I just remember that time you came back from, was that last year? The Midwest last year? You came back and you had an action hero beard for 2 days?
The battery died on my shaver. I'm just like, man.
It was awesome. Yeah. No, Roger, I haven't had any problems with the late model starters. No. Oh, my neck is killing me. We're going through South Dakota, right?
Well, we're gonna go South Dakota, and then we're hitting like the very corner of North Dakota. Then we're heading straight east through Billings. I actually have Daryl commented about this earlier. I'm actually looking at another Charger for sale on the way back. It's one that found me. It's not one that I reached out, and it sounds like it's a little. It sounds like it's a little bit expensive, but we're literally going through Billings, and it's a Charger. Any Charger I'm interested in. So.
Yeah, the thing is, we don't have a whole lot of time for extra stops. We're trying to be back like Tuesday night at a reasonable hour, which means
there's times I get home at 2 a.m., but then you're just a complete wreck the next day. So
Ram trucks rule. Yeah,
they do.
I have 410s in the car. That's what I broke. Rob Allen. Yeah. Nice. Oh, yeah. The shot of me next to Just Mopar Joe. I was going to make a comment about how you're taller in person. You look taller in person. He's 4 inches taller than me, at least. Like, yeah, it's a big dude.
Stacy, we're going 90. We're going to go through the edge of North Dakota, then through Billings, then across 90. So we won't. I was actually up that way on the way out. We went up through Great Falls, Havre, and Chinook on the way out. Yeah. So.
David Frias, how you doing? Oh, Mitch. I drove the first time I came to your Little Rock place was when I drove up with Mitch to look at that 61 sedan.
Oh, was that Mitch with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Because he wanted to buy something cool.
Yeah. Hey, Mitch.
Yeah. Nice.
Small pattern issue.
Yeah, the torque converter pattern.
Oh, yeah.
10-inch and 11-inch. Yeah, that's what we're. Dave LA just did that Magnum swap and had that same problem with the 727.
Yeah, 410.
Yeah, Mopar Pollock. Yeah, 410 gears in my car, and we considered putting the 49s in. In fact, there have been 2 different times I almost put the 49s in the car, back in the car. But then each time I was just like, the first time I ran out of time, and the second time I was just like, I think the 410s are going to work better with this engine, because that engine doesn't want to go to 6,500 RPM. So I'm a little worried about more gear. But now, if I needed to go racing again next weekend, they'd be going in. Braking is racing. That's right, Dale.
Josh just posted, I need to buy a Charger I keep.
Yeah. Wayne Johnson asked about the fuel economy in the Ram truck, and I did cover that a little bit. We've been getting approximately 14, a little bit worse today, but we had a pretty serious headwind.
Josh just posted, I need a Charger I can keep, and Brandy posted, my wife posted, no, he doesn't.
Nice.
Well, Brandy, I could be doing heroin. At least I have something afterwards.
It would be cheaper.
It might.
John Mullins, has that race day given you the bug to be at the track more often? I already had the bug. I've been trying to get back to the track. I was supposed to go to 2 or 3 different things to prep before I left town. I was going to do a video on the Friday that I left and then leave town from the racetrack, but it got rained out. So that sucked. So the only practice I had was non-timed with Joe. Oh, well. Yep.
Yeah, earplugs. That's not a bad idea. I didn't.
Well,
bring
that's
any, though.
that. My
I also didn't bring
my earbuds
yeah.
are actually rated for ear protection.
And I didn't bring mine because I'm stupid.
Yeah, Dave LA could tell I was beat up from the trip. I was exhausted, dude. I slept 2 hours in the cab of the truck. It was not pretty. What's that? Yeah. No problem. I've got a Ram truck.
Yeah. Great part of old cars, no catalytic conversion steel. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that is, yeah. I mean, if they stole like the exhaust.
Yeah, why didn't you send us with cinnamon rolls, Rooster?
Seriously, I meant to ask for some, but yeah,
I would have had one tomorrow morning because unfortunately our hotel, this hotel is really nice, but there's no breakfast.
There's no food anywhere near here, and yeah, they don't have the yeah.
That would have been really good for breakfast in the morning, actually.
Oh, Aurora, Oregon.
Delicious.
There's an Aurora, Oregon?
Apparently. Yeah, I mean, my only advice is to fill up in Oregon. There's Williams has good cheap hotels too.
Not for hire across the back. This is going to be a busy shirt.
You can have multiple.
Or not for hire. That's great. I really like that. Mo people. How's it going, Nolan?
Well, good thing is we got 2 guys now, which helps a lot.
Yeah.
So, we got a pretty good night's sleep at Roosters last night. We're actually getting in pretty early tonight. So
yes.
We got to get moving in the morning, but we'll get a good night's sleep tonight.
There were only 2 nights where I pushed it beyond. There was only really 1 night where I was actually like, okay, time to sleep. And that was going from Tennessee to Minnesota. And I pulled over and slept for 2 hours. The rest of the time, I'm not new to this. I mean, I've done a lot of stupid things.
I do this all the time too. I usually drive till 11.
I know what my limit is. I'm not.
Once you get tired, you pull over.
And I'm not gonna risk, my beautiful, perfect
Ram truck.
This guy got it. Nice.
Going from Edelbrock to a Holly. Why?
No. Going to an Edelbrock from a Holly.
Oh, good.
ABS 2.
I am still like floored by Jamie's brother said he had a Holly stage at some point. I'm still floored by.
I used to think Hollies were the way, and then I started playing with Edelbrocks, and I realized Edelbrocks are the way.
I still can't believe you had a Holly.
I did. Because race car. Oh, there was a time when I always needed the coolest intake I could find and a Holly carburetor, and I wanted to put bucket seats and consoles and 4-speeds and everything. And
I'm mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah. Well, I saw the light. It took a while. Yeah, that should be an easy swap. Yep. Should go right on there. Nice and easy.
Fuel lines are a little bit
yeah. Depending on your intake, sometimes you have issues with the cable reaching the throttle linkage, but there are ways to deal with that. Someone should have a drag race where all the guys racing have to dress in drag. I'm sorry, but I won't be there.
Oh, my brother's on too. He's getting a tour of Magnum Restorations, which is an excellent restoration shop in south of Chicago.
Nice.
They do fantastic work out there. So the owner Mark's one of my good friends. So
nice.
They're getting a tour of the shop. We brought out some parts for him. We brought a Chevy S10 out. I know it feels a little dirty. We try to always bring something out to get pay some decent money. Then we took out like half of a '68 Cornet too to deliver in there. So
nice. Joe and I were cruising around in his nice, comfortable Ram with heated and cooled seats, and let us all be thankful for that because we had to load tires up in the back. Yeah, I got to hear the Ram Charger run. It runs sweet, and I got to kind of poke around helping him figure out the AC system for a minute there. But yeah, we were driving it around in his nice, comfortable Taylor driver. Yep. Yes, low 9s in the 8th. Yes, I ran a 904.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And we did have 200 plus for a minute there. If you have not hit like on the stream, please do that because it does stuff for the thing with the deal.
Oh, Rusty Pliers he's the one who told me about the Charger. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So we're going to look at that on the way back. I hope you enjoy your Challenger. I think you guys said you got to run in. But thanks for the lead on that. We're going to stop by and take a look. Maybe too expensive for us, but we'll see what happens. So I got to look at it in person. I'm a person. I got to see him in person. So
Robert Hill, I have a great autograph, and that's because it's just a bunch of swoops.
I swear, the longer I own a business, the shorter my autograph gets.
Dude, no, that's what happened because I know cursive.
Yeah.
I used to sign my name. And when I worked at O'Reilly, I had to sign off on the opening paperwork every day. And it just eventually became bloop, 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 bloop. Ooh, and I was really good at signing my initials. It looked obscene.
Rooster said he just said Jamie's name, and then both of his dogs started barking and ran in the kitchen.
They know someone's about to drop snacks.
They know.
No, I'm not. They know. How would they know? No, I'm not famous. I'm a minor internet celebrity.
You
Uh-huh.
need a t-shirt for that.
Yeah, minor. That would be a good one, actually. This list. Look at the list. Look at the list. We haven't made any of.
They can't see it.
I'm showing it to you.
Oh, okay.
It's a long, long list of merch ideas that haven't happened yet. Yeah. Yep. Is it funny? I've been an Uncle Tony fan for 6 years, and I never bought my own shirt, but now I have 3 and a hat. Yeah. Anyway, YT viewer, the Muppet said it best. There's no word yet for good friends you've just met. You, Joe, and Tony are a brotherhood of fun car guys. Yeah, seriously. No, it was. It's really cool, like meeting people like that, and then driving across the country, and then actually meeting them, and just having them be exactly, the cool person you think they are.
It's different in person. It just
it's-
is, but like it's cool that they were, like you meet them online, but it's like it's so much better meeting them in person.
Yep. No, it was really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have. I just ran out of time. Jamie came. I was gonna do more of the car shows. I did some of the swap meet and a bunch of the car corral cars. So yeah, I'll have one. Hopefully next weekend. I gotta get it edited, but my plan is to hopefully post that next Sunday, the second half of the trip. So with me and Jamie, buddy cop movie. With our stops today and tomorrow, and hopefully that Charger. So I'll hopefully post that next weekend.
And yes, I am wearing the perfect shirt for this trip.
I really like the shirt.
Just the one I needed.
Honestly, I don't like a lot.
My brother has this shirt too, which
but
is
that
funny.
one's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I like most of them. I got a few. So
man, I'd love to do Woodward someday. That's on my bucket list. But
yeah. The like button has been fondled.
I'll bring lasers 250 case up there.
Nice.
But
yeah.
my wife's watching and doesn't know that.
It's not happening this year, so that's the good news. Well, maybe we'll see. I don't know. What are we at now? Let's check. See where we're at.
How many have you got from your video today?
Oh, I'll check that too. But right now we're at 34. Would you load? What the? Oh, I'm on. What? What happened? I'm on their. No, I'm on their Wi-Fi too, and it's not working. Weird. We'll get off that.
That's what the Wi-Fi does.
Maybe.
How many subs have you gotten from that?
I don't know, but it's 34,354. Let's see. It wasn't very many when I checked earlier. Let's see. What do we got? 74. 74 subs from that video so far. Nice. And 407 comments, which is pretty good for me. Nice. Yeah, Scott Sullivan. Someone said they thought they heard noise coming from the back of the car, and I was going to review the footage in the truck with my headphones and see if I could hear it. I will be checking that.
Yeah, Jamie was trying to watch the footage in the truck, and it's hard.
Not so much. So I will be going over that in detail. Yeah, someone said the GoPro shot from the back, they heard something during the burnout, so I will be checking that out. Has Tom driven the Ram truck yet?
Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I finally drove it today for the first time, so I got about 2.5, 3 hours in this afternoon. So
he loves it. It's his favorite thing he's ever driven.
Sketchy, but it's really not that bad. It's the alignment's horrible. It could really use cruise control. You're right, like it starts cramping after a while, and just spoiled. And you gotta. It's pretty much the hammer most of the time. It's 70. So
you started listing like we did a clip, and you were trying to list 3 things. It's just really these 3 things, and then you kept coming up with 3 different things, and never in any of them did you mention that you're constantly turning left. We're turning left all across this great nation.
I'm a little brain dead right now. I've been on the road. I mean, I'm not even on Jamie's level, but my memory retention's not great right now.
It's rough. So. Edward Poe got it. If you watch the clips, you will see the tire violently shoving itself into the ground. And that's my bad. I thought it was setting the tires to the same air pressure that Joe put them to. But after watching that video, I realized, my tire gauge is horribly inaccurate at the very bottom of its range. And I probably set them at like 7 or 8 or 9, maybe. So that was bad. Yeah, Big Bad Jones, don't run over any dogs. That's bad.
I got to watch that Bigfoot video. Rooster was watching it when we got there.
Right.
Yet, so
he's the one that told us. Yeah.
Vic, I made a deal on one like 2 months ago, and then the guy's mom got sick, so he it's in the state with her. So I've got a Landstorm to be getting pretty soon that has aluminum slant 6, but it might still be a couple more weeks. So.
Forgot about that.
Never owned aluminum slant 6 before. It's on my Mopar. I've got a few cars on my Mopar bucket list. I've never owned. That's one.
That car's been in the pipeline for like a year now. It's been so long since you first mentioned it. I forgot about it twice.
In your video when you roll up the window on Uncle Tony.
Yeah.
Do that right now.
Wow. It's going to be a long 3 days.
By the way, that was my favorite part of the Uncle Tony video when he's sitting there like trying to psych Jamie out. Jamie just rolls out the window. Like it's
I should have done it like 5 minutes earlier.
He should have just like done a burnout and left. Like that would have been.
Lovejoy sounds good. Keep it up. Keep buying those crappy Rangers. Give the people what they want.
I know on my channel, every time I do a C-body or cop car, people like it.
It's your lane, dude.
People like that stuff. So.
Buy more C-bodies.
I try to do number stuff and nobody watches it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good resource. I mean, it's not like my electrical guide videos now. Like they might be my bread and butter as far as like stuff that gets views forever. But when I release them, they do not do well.
Well, that's how you started your channel. I mean, that's what you built your channel on. And that's what you're really good at. I mean, Jamie's the best person with electrical I've ever seen. Like you just see it and know it. And he's really, really good with that stuff. So.
But the videos don't really do that well. But I'm going to keep making them because that's what I'm here for.
That was just like 5.
Well, it is now. It took a really long time. But yeah, I think it's number 3.
Is it really?
I think my 3rd most popular video of all time is the ballast resistor video, which is like.
Well, and it's
number 3.
Well, it's funny, like when you get a bit of a catalog. I mean, I don't have nearly the catalog Jamie does, but like I was looking back the other day, like one of my best videos. I did a video like 6 months ago, a year ago, on like I have an old Willys Jeep and how you shouldn't buy a side-by-side ATV. You just buy an old Jeep for like a couple $1,000s, and it does exactly the same thing. And that video gets like a couple hundred views a day. It's just like it's crazy. It's over like 11,000 now, and it's just like
it's good stuff. Yeah. Rabbit Transit Garage, Rabbit. I said Rabbit, but I meant Rabbit. When I post, Jesus, I need something to drink. When I post my Joe video.
I have a very small bladder, so trying to drink a lot.
I meant something to drink.
Oh,
but anyway, when I post my video at practicing with Joe at his local track, watch for the rabbits. Watch for the rabbits. Tom says, I need to clear out the yard. 5 minutes later, I want to buy some cars in Montana. It's all day with this guy. It's all day.
It's drugs.
Trust me. I've tried to be the voice of reason. As if I'm one to talk. Nice.
Tom, you can buy enough second.
No, you can't.
You can't.
You cannot. It's
well,
impossible.
I just bought one in Montana and I'm looking at another one tomorrow. So
Josh, Tony would not take the socket set. At the end of his video, he says, Where's my tool set? And I go, and he says, Nah, you better keep it. I was like, I might need that. Yeah. Tom hit 3,400. If 100 people want to go over during this live and get Tom to 3,500, that'd be great. But I'm pretty sure everybody here is already subscribed and they've seen him in these lives and that kind of
thing. Which I really appreciate. I met a lot of people at Minnesota are like, I love your videos. Watch your videos. So
we hear that a lot.
It was great meeting some friends.
We hear that a lot. I love watching your videos and Tom's videos or vice versa. That's pretty cool.
Oh, you're Dead Dutch Garage? Like, no, that's cheap. The funny part, that was kind of a running joke when Jamie first started Rocket and his thing was going off. Like people couldn't really tell us apart.
Yeah, he's Jamie. I'm Tom.
Yeah, exactly.
I own Rocket Restorations.
Now that he's a minor internet celebrity, like it hasn't been much of a problem anymore. So.
Yeah. It was a problem for a while there. On the drive out here, while I wasn't doing anything because you were driving the truck, which was great, I was thinking about things that haven't happened lately, like in the comments, like stuff that we used to hear all the time that's just gone. I think it's just part of people used to try and buy every single car in every single video, and no one does that anymore.
Well, because Jamie was doing a bunch of, there was a lot of videos of Rocket, which is great. It helps.
Or they always think they're my cars. Can I buy your car? Or man, I love your car. I mean, it doesn't really happen anymore.
You have that bumper at the start of the videos you shoot at Rocket.
Yeah, and that helps.
Which is good. But
which is on my dead computer, actually. That's why it wasn't in the last one.
Dude.
Yeah. We'll fix it. We can rebuild. Yeah. Yeah. No, seriously. The Demon looks friggin' heroic in Joe's video. I goofed up on tire pressure because we aired it back up for transport and I had to lower it again. And I was using my gauge that I brought. It's not accurate at that low pressure.
So, yeah, Vic, I'm subscribed to you.
Yeah.
I'm on the playlist.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think so. Although there was one time, like, when Rooster was on, I was like, crap, I didn't subscribe to Rooster. That was like a year ago.
I want everyone to know that I fully understand what the issues that slicks introduce. And I have said that myself. In fact, I said I wasn't going to put slicks on that car for exactly that reason, because I didn't want to break anything. But that was a long time ago. And this is today. I was trying to win a grudge match.
Jamie's the voice of reason.
Grudge match.
Yeah, I know. I got a problem.
If I'm the voice of reason, there's something wrong.
That was, there was a couple comments from my wife in there.
Yeah. If Kelly Smith wants bad words, There's no shortage in my own garage. Yeah. My sister put up a link to Dr. Art's hot rod rehab. And again, he's got a video on the race. It was his perspective. So there's some other clips. Some of it's a duplicate of what's in Tony's video. And it's the same runs that I showed in my video. I did kind of slow motion and zoom in some stuff just so we could get a better look at what was happening for all of our education. But yeah, Art had a bit of a different take on all of it. He had footage of when my car broke. There's a lot more of that. So yeah, if you want a little bit more of an inside look behind the scenes, go watch Dr. Art's video. And the link is in the comments a bit ago.
Yeah, I got to watch that one tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was raining a bunch in Washington today.
Yeah,
like
shocking.
Atmospheric river.
Yes, I did tree Tony. That is a verifiable fact. If you watch the video, if you slow it down, which you actually can do, you will see my car move like 3 inches and then stop moving, and then Slag Hammer launches. After my car stops moving, he goes. I mean, you could count it out in the video. I don't know how precise that would be, but I'm just saying, if I had gotten it down the track and I hadn't messed anything up and I had cut like an 8.7 to his 8.5, dude, it would have been so close. That's all I'm saying. Might not have won, but it would have been so close.
Like a strict race car, though. And like I was watching Tony's video, like,
but it's got a
gas,
full frame and a straight axle and a truck axle and giant tires, and it weighs 3,400 pounds with him in it. That's almost exactly the same as my car.
How does that thing weigh 3,400 pounds?
It's got a full frame. It's got a truck frame under it. And then he like connected the two. So there's extra panels. There's sheet metal that a car wouldn't normally have.
Why?
And it's got glass. Well, it's got Lexan side windows. It's a straight axle gasser, street freak car. It's on a truck chassis.
I haven't watched any videos about that car.
Really? That car's awesome. I love it.
There's only so many hours in the day.
Yeah, Uncle Tony cut an 850 something, which that car is, there's no question that car is capable of faster. And when you watch either video showing his run, or if you watch my video, because I got to ride around with him in Slag Hammer, you can hear how bad it was, just cutting out, bucking, misfiring in first gear. It had a bad coil wire. He ran an 850 with a bad coil wire. That car is capable of a good bit faster. He said low 8s is where he's kind of stuck with that car.
Moparts. I was in Anaconda, Montana for the auction. So I had a Charger I bought several months ago near Kalispell. I had to pick up, and I heard about the auction. So I went out there. We did a 3-day trip out there to go to that estate sale. It was really cool. Other than the blizzard and the 40-mile-an-hour winds, it was a pretty cool estate sale. So I got some really cool stuff there.
I can basically guarantee you on those drag radials, it would have just blown the tires off like it was before. Maybe with the new ones, it would have been done better. I don't know. But the interesting thing about those drag radials is they have a stiff sidewall. So if you do get traction, it's actually probably... it's probably worse. Rich Jordan sent me $5 and said, starting the Jamie needs a new tire gauge fund. Thank you kindly. I'll make sure to get a good one if there are enough contributions. I have one of those little, stick style ones, and I was going to bring that. And then I thought, no, I'll be fancy and I'll bring my fill gauge with the little fancy thing and the flexible hose. And it doesn't read below 10, and around 10, it's not accurate.
Christopher, thanks for subscribing to my channel. A couple people did, so I really appreciate it. So
yes, thank you very much for going over and doing that. We appreciate it. Yeah, just Mopar Joe's the greatest is what I meant to say. Super cool guy. Straight spoiled me. So yeah,
Joe should sell drag race lessons. Hey man,
yeah,
another source of revenue.
He's a good teacher. Watch the video. Brent Forte, fixed rear end, 100 shot of NOS. There is a nitrous kit behind the seat of the truck.
So there's a bomb right behind me.
No, we don't have the bottle, but everything else is in there. I don't have a bottle. I got to get a bottle, and I have brackets at home. I got to get a couple more things, but not on this car. Yeah, no, that is a low. That car, seriously, it's so. If I could run a good pass, the mile an hour and what it is tells me it is in the low 8s. It should be in the low 8s. It should be able to run just as well as Slag Hammer should be able to run. The problem is the loose nut behind the wheel. That's me. Yeah, there will be a rematch. No question, there will be a rematch somehow. No Beret made it. Thank you. Appreciate that. And as mentioned, I will definitely be in Arkansas again someday. Has Jamie shaved? Just got to Brandy's
my wife. So.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, nobody else does.
Well, her name ends in Hergert, so that is a pretty good hint.
I don't know if people know my last name.
Yeah, they do.
Hmm.
How many times do I have to say Tom Hergert Rocket Restorations? Tom
That's true.
Hergert Rocket Restorations.
Tom, did you get that Challenger? Watch your video while I was working. It was a pretty good looking car in the video.
Wait, which Challenger?
Which Challenger? The Charger?
No idea.
I lost track.
Did you show a Challenger in your video today?
I think I did.
Did you show a Charger in your video today?
No, I mean, there's a bunch of cars in that yard.
Yeah, the live stream will move to the local Arco if it starts hailing.
Yeah, it's
Computer's charged.
Fortunately, it looks like it's gonna miss us.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm gonna have to sleep with one eye open though.
No. Thanks, Caitlin,
Nice.
for posting that dead shot, sister.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Buy your 15-year-old the 60s Charger. That's awesome. Ben Rabbit, thanks for the subscribe too.
Where's that?
Appreciate
What did I miss? Oh, nice. Very cool. Yes. My daughter's not a car girl, and that's totally fine. My nephew is absolutely all
We
in.
just looked at two
Yeah.
66 Chargers. One's a 3.34 speed car.
Yep.
Trying to buy them, but
Yep.
we'll see.
Yep. The not 4-speed car had like an immaculate interior. I was really, really excited about
did they have
that.
HT?
When Dale was racing? No.
No.
No. They had slicks and pinion snubbers, and they did wheelies.
You should have raced haulers.
Dude,
that was brought up.
It was brought up. I said in my video, didn't I? Or did it not? I said I should have run the ramp truck.
That? I think it was one of the comments. I think some people commented.
I said as I was pulling over there in real life, I should make a pass with the ramp truck, but it must not have made
The thing is, though, is Tony races with a tuned XJ. Wouldn't be a fair match, but he has that
towing with a different XJ, but he has the Dodge Retriever hook truck.
Yeah, because that would be a pretty
that
good
one
match.
would be the match for my ramp truck.
Do you have to have a car on the back?
Well, that's the $1 million question.
I don't think a drag strip would like that very much. That would be really.
I think they frown on that.
I don't know if you'd want your demon on the back.
The stage is set for a rematch. Many people have said Tony should come to Washington. I'm just going to say right now that will never happen. Tony will not come to Washington, and I don't blame him. No one should do this. No one should subject themselves to this.
I'm very sorry. The one, sorry, I was getting the videos confused. Sorry, I've been on the road a while. The challenge, no, they wanted way too much money for it. I posted what they wanted for it. They had a $30,000 offer for that car, and I just didn't feel like it was commiserate of the condition. Like honestly, like it was a nice car, but like they rhino lined the vinyl top and the hood, and that's just a no for me.
Tom's
like,
out at that.
It had a super cool engine. It was a really clean car, but $30,000 was just way too much for that car. So I was gonna make an offer, but it just wasn't worth it. So
Steve 1961P was here almost an hour late, but I'm 25 minutes late getting to his comment. So it's all good. Yeah. Cody Hollinger, my 68 Charger has a locking gas cap too. It was an option. It doesn't fit inside the filler tube.
I think Classic remade those. It sits right on top. Really cool option on those. I had a bunch of NOS ones a year back. I'm pretty sure somebody reproduced those. Check Classic Industries. I believe they are reproduced now. It's a nice option.
Now, hang on a second. No, it does fit inside the filler tube. It locks inside the filler tube.
Yeah, it just kind of sits on top. And
there is a rubber bumper on top of the cap that sits on it, but it does lock in and seal to the filler tube underneath. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was an option. And the flip top is different for those because it has the rubber bumper instead of the flat seal. It has a round rubber bumper. It's probably just a different piece that screws in.
Pretty sure that's the same. Challenger's weird, but I'm pretty sure it's the same cap.
It looks the same outside, but inside, the normal one has the flat rubber that seals on the neck. The locking cap one has a round rubber ring that locks onto that metal. It looks different underneath. You got to look at my car. You'll see. It's different.
Next time it's a rocket. You need to drive that thing into work anyways. It's been a while.
It's currently broken.
What'd you break?
I don't know. I think I might have punched a push rod through a rocket arm. We'll see.
Wait,
I was downtown, and a kid pulled up next to me in a new Dart, and he looked like he wanted to go. So I was like, okay, it's on. So I power braking, right? The light goes green. I let off the brake and floor it. It screeches tires and slides sideways, and I rip away from him. He didn't even take off fast. He just like...
And then you broke one of your precious cars.
Yes, they're both broken right now.
You're 2 for 2.
Then I pulled into the bank parking lot, and it wouldn't idle anymore.
Will you ever build a Cummins?
Christian Lilly, what did I say the other day?
The problem with the Cummins is the weak point is the transmission.
The automatic transmission. So what am I looking for to fix it?
So if he gets a 5-speed swap, which Jamie's looking for, if anybody knows a 5 or 6-speed Cummins swap, he will absolutely swap that truck and then he will build horsepower. But until that's done, it's not going to happen. It needs carrier bearing and other stuff that's
It needs a lot of
but
things.
But those automatics
But
are ticking time bombs. You can't like put huge horsepower behind those automatics.
I was worried putting the weight behind it. The only reason I was confident is because when I got the truck, the fluid was clean and it was 100% full and it shifts beautifully. So I took a chance on it and it's fine. It's done great on this trip. We're being nice to it. And it's done just fine.
Yeah, we're being really careful with it.
But long term,
like,
it's a non-lockup automatic anyway. It's just, it's not good. I'm pretty sure we pick up at least a mile a gallon or two with a stick or a lockup.
Amesbury, we've talked about that, but we need an even match. So, like I'm perfectly willing. I've raced my 72 Polara Wash State Patrol car several times, but it's like a mid 15-second car.
You racing me?
Well, somebody just suggested that I race you. When are we going head to head?
I'll bring my Charger.
That's way faster than my Polara.
It's just a 383. It's a stock 383 with 3.2 gears.
Well, I'm down, but I just
snail races. Let's do it.
It is
like, broken though.
We need like dueling slant six cars. Maybe if I get that Lancer, maybe we could race 2 slant six cars.
I got to get the 63 ready.
Because I totally raced that Lancer
and buy it, I guess.
Yeah. Well.
Yes, Fleetwood. The Demon looked very good braking. But anyway, Christian. Yes, if I'm looking for stick swap pieces actively. If I can find it. Once I financially recover from this trip, if that ever happens, I will be buying a stick. I will be buying pedals. I will put a stick in this truck, and then we'll change the turbo and up the chooch factor a little bit.
By the way, I just checked. It says, according to Yelp, the bar's open until 2, so we can go a little late.
Yes.
We'll see if that's actually true because it's Sunday and,
Well, in tiny town America.
Yes.
So there's still bikes over there, though. And it's already 9. Anyway, we'll find out. Let's just get totally sideways and...
You act like this is what you do every week here.
Whatever. No, I meant after.
Well, I'm one beer and done. We got a long road.
I'm always one beer and done.
That's true.
My idea of getting silly is 2. How long till I launch the Demon again? I don't know, Stan. I got to fix the rear end.
No, we've talked about it. We want to. There's a bunch of people who want to go drag racing this summer, so we're probably going to try to find a weekend to go up to Bremerton this summer because I'd love to take one of my cars out.
If you're in the Washington area and you want to take your slow car to the track with us, we're working on getting a group of ideally Mopar guys, but it's fine, together, and we'll go hit a test and tune just as a group, and it'll be awesome, and we'll hang out in the pits and it will be a good time.
We don't know when that's going to happen.
No idea.
At some point this summer.
My car's broken. I need to
both of your cars are broken.
You're not wrong. Jim, yes, I know what caused the big bog. Kind of. Too much traction. And probably going rich. So
wasn't it cold too?
I thought that's what it was. And in my memory, it didn't bog the second time. It did. It just didn't bog as hard. I have a theory. And I will talk about that in my wrap-up video because I'm gonna go through and show in slow motion, compare the passes with Joe to Tennessee and the different things that were very obvious from the outside of the car, but were not as obvious from the driver's seat. If I will just say this, I was really hoping Joe could go with me, and if he had, I would have been in good shape because he would have been there going, fix that. So anyway.
Cleveland sorry,
go ahead.
Cleveland Maker. There's a bunch of cars in the United States I'm interested in. Unfortunately, it's like 8 hours away. That Matador is a super rare car, but a tree fell on it. It's really rough. It's really just a parts car, but it is a super rare car. Yeah. I've tried to contact a couple friends to see if they may be interested. I'm probably not going to be able to drag that one home. It probably doesn't make sense. There's a couple cars that I'm interested in, but again, it's 8 hours each way. It's just
Larry Smith, great question. What are you running for leaf springs on the Demon? Because it looked like it was hooking up pretty nice. Yes, the package works. People keep saying, put super stocks on it. No, dude, it's fine. Those are factory 340 springs. They're the original springs for the car. The rear is unclamped, so it can fan out. People keep seeing that in the video and going, oh, you're axle wrapping. You got to fix that. No wonder you broke your rear end. It's supposed to do that.
I love it when it goes in the angry commenter voice.
It's good. It's clamped tight at the front and it fans out at the back. So that it's a stock 340 spring. The super stock is good because it puts a little more preload on the right side, a little bit more spring over there, and it lifts the back of the car. That's not what I want for that car. I have super stocks for my Barracuda. But this one is on stock 340 springs. They've been working for 50 years. They still work today.
McLovin, I have been to the Woodburn Motor National. It's been a few years. The problem with that is the traffic coming back is so bad. Like it's horrible. But I usually go to the Graham show in Graham, Washington. But I'm actually going to miss that this year. I've got a bunch of my friends are getting together that weekend. So I'm actually going to the Mopar Nationals this year. We'll see what weekend it is. But I haven't been in a couple of years, and I'd like to go down there. It's fun. There's racing down there too.
In where?
Woodburn.
Woodburn, yeah,
just south of Portland.
I should go to that.
Yeah,
that would be a good one.
You're close. You're not that.
I know.
You still
compared
ways,
to this,
yeah,
that's like nothing.
It's like a walk on the boat.
Yeah. Oh, I got a Ram truck, so that's the good news. Brent Forte wants to know: are you going to turn your Charger private pile, the '69 piece of garbage, into your street race car? You could drive it to the track. I could drive the Demon to the track. The problem is, I've always known that it would break eventually, so hence the Ram truck. The Charger, I have 2 drag cars already. So I'm not building another one. My vision for that car is drifting sideways in Tom's Field. And then maybe eventually, possibly driving on a racetrack. But
I'd actually mow my field first.
Yeah,
I was going to build a track out there, then it just didn't happen.
Slacker.
You know?
It's almost like you got better things to
Rusty
do.
Pal, that's great. Turns over. If it turns over, it'll run.
So, it'll run.
Yep. Get it running.
Yep. Yeah.
Holly 1920.
Holly 1920.
How dare you?
Dude, I asked Tony if he saw that video, and he said, "Why did you do that? You know how to fix those." I was like, "Yeah, I've seen your video. It's just the idea of the thing. I hate those carbs. They just suck. They're the worst thing on earth."
Yeah, that's a lot of driving.
We were talking about someone sleeping through an entire state, and I couldn't remember who it was. It was Tony telling a story to, dang it, was it to Brian or the other guy? I can't remember. Not sure, but yeah, I think whatever. In one of his lives, Tony told a story about sleeping through the entire state of Illinois.
Hey, everybody, don't forget to hit the like button. Too.
Yes.
I don't think we've actually mentioned that.
We did twice.
Did we?
Yes.
I have no memory.
Yes.
Days have no meaning. Time's a flat circle.
It's a flat circle. Thank you.
192 likes. That's a lot.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody.
That's
Appreciate
that. More people watching right
Just
now.
Mopar Joe was replying to someone else, but he wanted to drop in to say kudos to me for his race and trip success. It was successful. I broke the car. It's amazing. I'm so happy.
That one.
Swoops and squiggles. Yeah, that's my signature. Oh yeah, I speak in cursive. Yeah, that's the Southern accent, right? Speak in cursive.
Yeah, we're not quite home yet.
But no, we're in a hotel room in the middle of nowhere in one of the Dakotas. I can never keep them straight.
South.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna hit north tomorrow very briefly.
I would love the No Name Nationals. Here's the funny thing, and Joe told me this. You know, if you went to the No Name Nationals, you'd be in like the top 10% of fastest cars.
Is it that bad?
Well, you know, they're all little guys. They're racing interesting stuff, and that's you know, you don't have to be fast to have fun. I think I've proven that.
Traffic citations.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was a cop.
Oh, okay.
Traffic cop.
Nice. Yeah. I love cop cars.
Yeah. I think it was. No longer is. I think it's was.
Water pump neck lengths. I thought they were all the same for big blogs. There's like
there are different
bigger
designs.
Ones and fat ones, but I think they're all the same.
There's the big truck one, but that's different. No, I think they are the same. Although, having said that, I've definitely done swaps and had like an 1/8-inch spacing difference.
Yeah, and that may just be manufacturing and differences.
Yeah.
But like,
I've had to
know as long as it's not industrial, I believe they're all the same.
I think they are supposed to be the same.
Yeah, there's different outlets on the later ones, but
that's on the housing, not the pump itself.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think the kick out on the 2 housings is the same too.
What case are you in? Yeah, it was a 742.
It was a 742, which would have been fine. It's not, the pinion itself didn't break, and that's what the 742 is the small pinion. Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm actually making enough power to break that. Tony says you've got modern gears in there, and you broke the gears themselves. And given that they're essentially the same gears you'd find in a tougher case, it doesn't really matter, if that makes sense.
So the current guess, the Demon, is the ring and pinion needs dentures now.
Yes.
This is toothless.
What did Tony say in his video? The ring and pinion are no longer ring and pinioning. I said the differential was no longer differentiating, but anyway. A deep onion. I have never seen you as excited as you were after the bus. Exactly. I was so happy. Oh my God. I drove 2,700 miles to break my car at a racetrack. It was amazing. One of the best things I've ever done in my life. Yep. Oh yeah. Functional Histories is still dangling around 1440 subs. Well, that is a whole lot more than a whole lot of other channels have. So
that's good.
Stick with
over
it.
1,000 is good.
Keep doing your thing.
It's hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't as much. I put so much time into these videos. It's crazy.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do an older 80s, 90s style cruise control unit. In fact, I found one in the back room at Rocket. And I realized
really?
I did. I almost took it, but I was going to ask you about that. And then I decided.
You think I care about a GM?
No, I know you. No, it's probably a Mopar one, but it's, it's in a box with a bunch of other junk. You probably don't even know it's there. And it's
a good chance.
Never. It's like one of the truck ones, I think. Anyway, I realized I could use a short cable from this transmission because it has cable drive, put it to the module, and then put the electronic sensor on the other end of the hole, and it would still work. But the speedo doesn't work anyway, so what does it matter? But yeah, I will be putting cruise control on it. That is not up for debate. I just did not have the time.
Yeah, it was funny. I actually had a box van I had for a while that had a Cummins diesel, and I actually put a bungee cord on the pedal, which is horribly dangerous.
You told me that.
But it worked.
I should have done that.
Yeah, it's a little trickier on this. Like that setup was very simple with the box truck.
We could make it happen, but yeah. Wave the banners and wave the flags because Al Sear is here. How's it going? You made it. Is there anything Magneto is selling that you would be interested in?
He had that Dart cop car, which would be really cool, but I saw that in Texas last year and didn't buy it. It's just like I got too much stuff right now. The other problem is just like I realized I just did a video on this, but shipping's still expensive. I mean, like shipping a $4,000 car across the country still, then it's a $6,000 car, and it's still a $4,000 car when it gets there. So he's got some really cool stuff for sale, and it's great. Somebody did a GoFundMe page for him, and they raised a ton of money for him. I know his bills had to be horribly expensive. So
for sure. Yeah, he's made like he's gotten a lot through that GoFundMe thing.
Yeah, and you think Barrett would do an auction for him? I don't know what the politics are there, so I don't want to get into that. So.
Cypher F likes the build sheet and decoding vids, and he does that very, very well. That's one of his great strengths. He knows all the not all, but all the important codes.
One of these days, I'll probably do a broadcast sheet one. The problem is I do these videos, nobody watches them. I mean, I appreciate you guys watching it, but
Cypher F likes it.
I appreciate it, Cypher. Yeah. I'll probably do a broadcast sheet because there's so much information on broadcast sheet that people don't understand, and I have a lot of the codes memorized. And it's actually funny. Rooster mentioned this earlier. We were at his house this morning, and he was showing me the documentation on his 72 340 Roadrunner, really rare car, and he showed me the broadcast sheet, and I was like, "This is for a 72 Charger, not your Roadrunner." Yeah. But what was interesting is his Roadrunner was so cheap. It had like the base interior, like no decor package, like nothing. And the Charger was like a slant 6 Charger, which is super, super rare in and of itself, a 72 slant 6 Charger, but they had the same interior. And it was really common on the assembly line. Mm-hmm. If you had the same interior, they would build the seats, put the broadcast sheet in, they go down the assembly line. They didn't care if it went in the right car. They were just trying to get rid of the paper. So if the same interior was the same interior, it's super common. Like on a Daytona Charger 500, when they modified them at Creative Industries, it's more common not to have the right broadcast sheet than the right broadcast sheet in Daytona for the same reason. So.
Yeah, good times.
Evan, I stopped.
Gary and Evan, and ordered Superbirds. Nice. There's no Denny's anywhere near to here. We could do that.
Josh, I bought a black 446 barrel Roadrunner last year in South Dakota. Yeah. It's a burnt orange interior car. So that's been in the shop for a while. I went to McCacken last year, and it's pretty much sat since then.
Hasn't done anything.
It's going to get out of the shop.
Talking about that.
I'm waiting for the rain to stop in Washington because I hate bringing stuff in and out every day. So as soon as we start our dry season, I'm going to get that out and start doing some work to it. So.
And Steve 1961P, I did kind of discuss it, but that's okay. I'm going to take it apart, figure out what broke. I will be fixing that center section with new gears. I'm not throwing it away as long as it's not damaged. I don't think it will be. I may just throw 3.2s in the car to get it rolling again for now, or I actually have a set of 430s, so I could throw those in. There's nothing wrong with those. I think they're big. No, they're small U-joint. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. I'll probably put the 430s in it. It's close enough. I would like to hit the track some more this year, so that would be a quick fix. Yep. Are we rolling through Spokane? If we're rolling through Spokane, it'll probably be late in the day, and we will not want to. I apologize.
It's going to be late.
We're going to go straight for home.
We're both trying to get home to our families right now. So,
Donnie's asking, Donnie, you've got a chance. You've got a chance.
Yeah, those videos, they don't get a lot of initial videos, but they're just good information.
Evergreen content.
McLovin said he enjoyed the challenge video. That was really cool. The funny part is Jamie and I have kind of joked about this. Like, we both did videos on that car, and they both did very well. That is like one of the coolest cars that's come to the shop in a long time. Like, the thing is freaking awesome. Like a bright orange 71 Challenger convertible. Like, it's super rare being a 340. It's totally optioned out. I love that car. It's a original family owner. Like, nobody watches those videos, but I appreciate you watching those. So.
Who in our group is the voice of reason? Do we even have one?
Well, see, Evan is in person.
I was gonna say Evan,
but then he sends me.
but then he sends
me
links
30 cars a night on Craigslist.
Yep.
Is it my wife?
It's not my wife. She encourages my bad behaviors. She could be the voice of reason, but she supports me way too much.
You got a good wife.
I do. She's friggin' awesome.
The voice of reason is a place in my head. The demon sounds fantastic. Yeah, it sounds really good.
It sounds
fantastic.
So many comments on the prep videos said it sounded amazing, and it really does, and I'm proud of that. It's big mother thump a cam. That's what you're hearing.
Yeah, Vic, I've ridden in several Superbirds. I've even had friends driven me one. They're really fun to drive. Although I will tell you, the blind spot on those is hellacious. Like the wing completely blocks your vision to the 3/4, which is kind of interesting. But you get over 100 on those, which I've done a few times. They just sink down. It's amazing how steady those things are at speed. And the Charger's even better because the Charger's way more aerodynamic than a Superbird. So.
No, Rob, I did not meet Kiwi. You may have missed recent events. Kiwi was not around.
Yeah,
I met Dr. Art.
Yeah, Uncle Tony and Kiwi had a bit of a fall.
There was a thing, and whatever. I saw that coming. You're in trouble.
I just got a text from my wife saying I should talk to you. I was actually complimenting you. I need a voice of reason. I was complimenting you by saying that. You are the voice of reason. That was a compliment, not a...
And my wife doesn't do that for me because she just supports all the dumb things I do.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You got 34,000 subscribers. You're about to be on the cover of the MCG.
On the cover of the MCG. As long as I don't park cars in the yard.
Things are going... Things are going pretty good for Jamie right
now. And remember her birthday and things like that.
Ooh, hi from Australia.
Yes, I do have ideas what caused the bug, McLovin. I did talk about it a little bit, and I'm going to cover all of that in a video.
From Australia.
Oh, yeah. How's it going there, Lewis? Uh-huh. Empire Rust is going to crash. I don't know how I still have a back after riding in that truck for
It's
a
really
week.
not the bad. I thought my back would be destroyed after that because my back's been not great lately.
Nice.
I tweaked it a couple times. I broke a rib a couple weeks ago. That's finally healed. But
Thanks,
it's actually really not that bad.
So. I'm sure Tom appreciates that.
Yeah, appreciate things.
Yes, the slicks were way low on air. Yes,
that was
when they were not low on air. It worked. It worked great. But yeah, I done goobered up. It's my bad. Joe has not talked me into going to No Name yet. I was considering it already, and I have a ramp truck. But after this trip, it might be a while before I want to do this again. We'll see. A rematch next year at Mo Party. That would be cool. That would be the stuff of legends. But we'll see. There's red neon. Did that just turn on?
It must have. I don't remember that before.
Now we're red.
It's kind of cool.
It's awesome.
I like neon.
I like it. I know. It's kind of exciting, actually. Jamie has to be at No Name. I challenged him in the Volare. Well, if I go out there, I'm taking a car that actually works. I apologize. Rad.
Yeah, the blue channel.
Yeah.
Over that.
Yeah, we got that.
I've been trying to catch a couple that are.
We got that.
With tall gear, 410s.
It's 410 in the Demon right now. It's probably going to be 430. I totally forgot I had.
When is Rocket Rest on DDG? I'm hoping this summer. It'd be fun.
Snail races. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm ready. You'll go 3 for 3 next time.
I don't have
get fudgy.
I don't have any drag race cars. So
you'll get fudgy first slice. Thank you, Reinhardt. I appreciate your vote of confidence. Yeah, McLovin. I've never punched a push rod through a rocker myself, but I've seen it. That's awesome. I think that's what happened. Somewhere in the middle, say Nebraska.
I don't think he's even going that far.
Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. No. Yeah, I'm thinking. I was talking to Lovejoy about this in person. I'm thinking ZF5, Ford ZF5. They're super. Well, ZF5.
Still getting text from my wife.
Nice.
I should probably avoid that subject.
Yeah, good job.
Seeing as I've been gone for 8 days and she's been single mom for.
He'll be back on Tuesday probably, as long as everything goes well. Buddy cop movie. Yes, I legitimately.
Tony Raid.
Tony Raid. If you're coming over from Tony's live, welcome aboard and thanks for joining. But yeah, I'm probably gonna look because actual Cummins 5 speeds and 6 speeds are expensive, but ZF transmissions are around, and there's an adapter, and they're really, really good truck transmissions.
I just saw an auction in Montana that has a 350,000 mile 95 dually and a Cummins 5-speed.
Oof. Sounds expensive.
That's 350,000 miles on it. It's in Montana.
Oh.
And it's in a gun auction.
Well, that sounds affordable. I missed
That's what I'm thinking.
some of the details went in one ear and out the other one. Okay, good. I did say I should run the Ram truck in the video. Yes. Good.
Yeah.
I really wanted to do that. I would have had to turn in another tech card though.
I'm coming from Tony's. I'm just late again.
I'm just late. I seriously thought this kid wanted to run the Charger. So I yeah. Anyway. Oh, Brandy asked where the race would be. Bremerton.
Yeah, they run an SAR too, but
yeah.
Bremerton's a little more.
Bremerton? Yeah, that's why I like it.
Basically a quarter mile though. 8th mile.
Yeah.
But nobody does quarter mile anymore.
Yeah, Rusty Pliers, you are very welcome. Oh, Robert Fitch sent over $20. Not gas money. This is for alcohol and a tip.
Oh, so you're buying tonight. Excellent.
Well, how about dinner? Leonard, whatever that was.
Leonard.
Subway.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
You're welcome.
6 before and 6 after.
That
was
not a good joke, probably. Racing Slant 6 is, I'm all in on it, but I am planning to put a turbo on mine eventually.
I don't know if I should drag race aluminum Slant 6. That's just asking for a blown head gasket.
It's probably going to be blown before you get to the starting line.
Well, apparently they already changed the engine once. I think those things were ticking time bombs.
Thanks, Scott Sullivan, although that was a bit ago. You should host a Dead Dodge Garage drag race. Yes, I would like to do that. I need to find a track that is amenable to that situation and enough people that want to go that will make it worth it. We're going to do a meetup eventually. Yeah, we've talked about that. I'm not driving to Nebraska. Well, I might go through there eventually. Sid Ryder, what happened exactly? Don't know yet. There will be a video, but basically I ruined the rear axle for fun. I'm going to try and fix the reflection in my glasses a little bit. Okay, we did that. Chris N is in PDX with the Hemi Roadrunner. I would love to race a Hemi Roadrunner.
Yeah, Chris, what happened with the Roadrunner? You said you might have a buyer for that. I know we were talking about that. Let me know.
Farley's Garage is down for a DDG test and tune. Awesome. Cool. Well, now this is starting to sound like a party. Yeah. Maybe we can get Bremerton to do a Dead Dodge Garage tonight. Maybe.
Have you learned how much, do you know how expensive it is to run a racetrack?
We're bringing a lot of racers that'll be happy to pay for the privilege.
Dude, I did that once for a show. It was.
I know.
I'm still recovering financially from
different thing. Anyway.
Never done the Rod Run. I heard that's good.
Dude,
we go to the beach
I have been meaning to do Rod Run for 14 years, and I've never made it there. I made it once on accident.
I might try to make it out this year. We'll see. My in-laws have a place out in Ocean Shores, so maybe we'll go out there for the weekend and go down to that.
Yeah, that's not too long.
My trail days should be great.
I've got a friend down there. I've got a friend who has a lot down there with the place, and he said, "Dude, come camp. Bring your car. It'd be awesome." We were invited.
The problem is from Ocean Shores to Long Beach is a long way.
Well, that's why I would camp at Long Beach at that dude's property. That's what I'm doing.
It's like from Ocean Shores, it's like this, like 2 peninsulas. So Jamie's here, like Ocean Shores is here. You have to go like all the way around, like back up to here to Long Beach.
It's a bit of a Oh yeah, no. Ocean Shores is actually probably farther than your house. Tom Sexton and Farley's Garage are down for DDG test and tune. Nice. Well, we'll just raid the place then. If we're gonna do that, I will make an announcement.
Rusty Beater Derelicts. We talked about that earlier. Air ride seat for the ramp truck.
Yes.
Like we actually like to talk about that.
Yes.
But you know, it's really not that bad until you get on the highway. The expansion joints are rough. Like it's
that's what you need it for.
Like my back still hurts from a couple of those.
I'm absolutely going to do comfy bucket seats, and I'm considering suspension mounts.
He keeps on talking about cab swap, but the problem with the cab swap is it just complicates everything. Then you don't have HVAC.
Air conditioning works.
It's one thing that really works really well on that truck.
I think at this point, it's more likely that I fix everything wrong with that cab and put 70s nose, grill, hood, fenders, grill, doors,
the comments
and paint it.
Really coming in now.
Okay.
Fast and furious.
Well, I'll get to them in a minute. Yeah, the rear end broke, Sid Ryder, but ring and pinion gears, we just don't know specifically yet. There will be a video.
I know we have many comments. We really haven't talked about the race. If you want to
haven't talked about the race.
I mean, I don't know if you want to do that.
The video kind of said it all, and I've given some of the inside baseball. Like, I'm pretty sure I know what happened. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know what happened. So, snubber, my snubber is in the floor, preloaded on the floor per the direct connection book, which is under the seat of the truck, by the way.
Fantastic book.
Yes, Jeffrey asked. I know I've mentioned it twice, but there will absolutely be an autopsy video and a wrap up of what happened, everything I did wrong, everything I could have done better. there you go. Oh, Josh, I imagine with you breaking your stuff, you're gonna want to keep my green Dodge now. Nope, I need your money.
Plain brown wrapper. Yeah, all that chrome stuff was pretty cool, wasn't it? That was one of those things where I bought it on the way out, and we have this running joke in the shop. We're trying to build a chrome engine. I bought all that stuff.
Yeah,
I put it out for a stupid price because I didn't really want to sell it, and I got the stupid price. So yeah, that happens sometimes.
It's unfortunate.
Honestly, like when we head on these trips, we buy a lot of stuff at old dealers like NOS parts and signs and stuff, and like space is always at a premium. So I mean, cash in hand. So
time is a weird soup. So true. Yes, it was Tony's live with Stunkard, where he said it relayed the story of the time he slept all the way through Illinois.
I'd like to watch that. I like Stunkard's an interesting dude.
Yeah.
He's speaking of knowledge. That guy's
Tony said I need to talk to him. Maybe do a live with him and stuff.
Yeah, I've met him a couple times. He's an
encyclopedia. Apparently,
he was editor of one of the magazines. Just went.
Yes. No, I'm not going to put a Dana in my car. Stop it. No Dana. Just say no. Who's Dana? Never met her. Dude, the wind today, Rusty Pliers, was pretty brutal.
It was a super south wind.
So we lost like 2 miles a gallon.
Yeah, so it's like you're not into it. But I mean, the thing is already trying to go in the ditch.
Anyways, but
but like it's with the south wind and it's trying to go bad. Like we're fighting it the whole time.
Did they HP stamp blocks as late as 77 for cop cars?
Yeah, they're pretty much just cop cars.
Okay.
Like I don't know because no trucks were HPs.
No.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else optional. I'm pretty sure that was just cop cars. But they made a lot of cop cars for HPs. I mean, most of the state agencies bought them those years. So I mean, I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure any 77 440 HP is going to be out of a cop car. I don't think it was available in anything else in those years.
Yeah.
And 78 was just New Yorker 440s. And cop cars. That's the only way you get a 440 in 78. In cars, you get them in trucks still.
In trucks, yeah.
And then some RVs ended up with them in 79.
Actually, even through 80 because of the lag and the production.
Yeah,
but they're all 78 engines.
Yeah, they had a bunch of leftovers.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with the Hemi. They didn't make any Hemis in 67 because they made so many in 66. They used them all the way through 68. And about quarter of the way through 68, they started casting new Hemis again.
The blown up Hemi block Tony has is a 66.
Is it?
I checked.
Yes.
Yeah, kind of cool.
Most of them are.
Yeah.
They made more Hemis in 66 than all the other years combined. So.
Try signing Reinhardt Tennyson Corbreck III. Yeah, there's a scribble. That's a good one. I wish my name was awesome like that. Late howdy to you, Peter Dollery. Of course, I'm late howdying your howdy.
Gave another $10 for beer, so you are buying tonight.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I guess I'm buying. Steve Maggs is the Bob Ross of the junkyard. Yeah. Thanks, Chris N. Yes. Oh, it was an awesome trip. And there's way more video coming. I'm doing a video on the road trip itself and just suffering in the ramp truck for 10 days. So yeah, good times.
Yeah, I'm only suffering for 3.
Good
I'm lucky.
It's
really not that bad. It's better than I thought it would
I jumped down in the comments. So if I miss your comment, I apologize. Oh yeah, McLovin is an ex police officer. Sid Ryder, Uncle Tony's 4-door is bottle rocket and it's too fast. Wasn't a fair match.
That AMC guy, Jamie, did you break your toys a lot as a kid too?
I actually did. I've always been kind of hard on stuff.
You're hard on equipment.
I am. Yeah. I void warranties too. Old Man Gamer wants to know, 2nd gen transmission transfer case, 1st gen chassis and axles. I don't think you can reclock that case. I think you're going to need to get a 1st gen case. Dude, get a 205. Get a 205. It might be really hard to find the married one and it won't mate to that adapter. So forget that. There are other options. There might be an adapter you can get, but no, I don't think you can reclock that one. You're going to need a different case. But I'm almost 100% sure there's like a GM case that gets you the drop on the right side. I could be wrong, but I don't think you can clock them. Yeah, they switched for 2nd gens.
Yeah, one of our stops on the way out, we actually found a NOS 203 transfer case still in the crate that I'm trying to buy. So I thought that was cool. I had never seen one before. It's brand new in the crate, NOS. It's kind of cool.
Wow.
That's the full-time one.
Right. Yeah. Josh likes my vision for the 69. Yeah, it's just all about partying. That's basically it. Yep. It's going to be cool. Reinhardt Cornbreck. I couldn't find a video on adjusting a torsion arm hood. I don't think there is any adjustment. What adjustment could there be?
Sorry, what was the question?
Torsion arm hood, like the early ones, I'm assuming. Or late C bodies have that
I don't
too.
know if you can do the hood. You can definitely do the trunk.
Well, the trunk has
on
the three positions.
I don't think you can on a hood.
No,
So
I don't-
if it's not working,
it
your
needs
bars
some
are probably-
springs.
yeah, your bars probably just.
I don't
just
think
worn
there's
out.
any adjustment that you can do.
McLovin, I'll buy any old Purple Shaft cam. Like the new lifters are absolute garbage.
Mhm.
So they're actually reintroducing the Purple Shaft cams.
Really?
Yes, I've heard that the other day.
I don't know that they're going to be
I
any
don't know if they're
good
going to be any good or not.
because they're
but
probably going to come from the same
and,
place.
so yes, I hoard any and all cams I can find, and
Yeah.
I use them in customer cars repeatedly, and I'm hoarding a few for myself for some of my projects.
Yeah.
Just because I don't trust the new lifters. After we lost the motor on that Monaco wagon, I have a little
No more comps.
PTSD about that. So.
No more comps.
Yep.
Josh, thank God the car didn't break earlier. If it had broken when I was practicing with Joe and I were fully prepared to thrash on it and fix it. That could have happened. But yeah, I'm glad it broke when it did. I didn't have to lose. Yeah. Oh yeah. Good times. Yes. Okay, great. Yeah, this is awesome because I someone asked Tony this the other day. Retrofit swap question. Yes. The 46RH does not require a computer. The 46RE does. It's fully electronically controlled. The RH has an electronically controlled lockup and overdrive, which you can control it with a switch. And I always thought that would be stupid, but after doing it with this for almost 4,000 miles or whatever, I'm used to it. It's fine.
It is extra work, but it's just manual.
You get used to it. It becomes second nature after about 2,000 miles.
You hit 45, the truck stops basically. Click it on, boost picks up, you go. When you go on an off ramp, you turn it off to slow down. Like it's basically an engine brake. So trans brake. But.
Kind of. So yeah. 46RH is what you need.
Lovejoy, you weren't subscribed to me?
How dare you?
Appreciate it though. Appreciate it.
Yes, older parts are always better. Yeah. Gary had the same answer. Yeah, Evan is the voice of reason, except when he's enabling. Yeah.
Which is a lot.
Donnie is not the voice of reason. No. Nice. Farley's Garage. Yeah. Well, Mopar Joe's running an 8 3/4 still. No, he is running a Dana, isn't he? Yeah. I think I saw a side cover under there, so I guess he's running a Dana. Yeah, you might need to be that.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate you watching that video, the Challenger video. It's cool. Yeah, appreciate it.
It's a cool car. I liked my video too, but no one watched it, so it is what it is. Nice. Yeah, if you're an automatic with an 8 3/4, your chances are much, much better. The shock load from the 4-speed is what destroys them.
Well, we've talked about
they
this.
Hate that.
We talked about Jamie's talked about this before, but Austin, who did the 71 Challenger, the 392 swap, that had an 8 3/4. We talked about it before.
He mused about putting a Dana 60 in it. And I said, "Are you going to a track? Are you going to get traction? Is this a race car? No, this is a street car. I'm going to use it for trips. I might race it someday, whatever. It's not a serious drag car." So I went, "It'll be fine then."
So he takes it up.
And the first thing he did is took it to the chassis dyno.
Yeah, he took it up to Everett to get it tuned, which Jamie did a wonderful job getting all that together. We're not computer tuners for modern computers.
No, I can't tune it.
They're
it was
experts.
The out of the box tune, and as you saw in the video, it was amazing.
Literally, the first dyno run, it broke, and that's the problem with 8 3/4. They don't like being shocked. And when you drop
a clutch, a 6-speed
at 4,500 RPM, or 6-speed or whatever was in there, it's not good. So.
Oh yeah, I did start the Demon up for Lovejoy. Yeah, it sounded pretty good. If I didn't win, I would have been right there with him, and it would have been a great race. Yes. Josh, my wife doesn't like appearing in videos. Just curious if they told you how much the crew cab sold for. I assume that was at that thing you were at?
Don't. Somebody came in and bought all the crew cabs. The problem with that truck is it was a D700 tandem axle with articulation. Like the guy can't figure out how to ship it.
Oh wow.
And that would be my problem too. As much as I like the crew cab, I don't know how I get it home. You have to have a semi to transport that. It is ginormous. I think I'm 6'5" and the hood was over my head. That thing was huge.
Wow.
As much as I'd like that thing, it was sold. I don't know where it sold for. I didn't ask him, but I mean, 4 doors were $1,500 to $2,000 there for the most part. So
nice. Everybody that rated from Tony's, I see Dakota's timeout, Chris Freemaster, Mexican Spec, Abel D. Obviously, I'm way behind because that's just normal. Barry Kuda. Wow, you are much louder than Tony. Huh? Weird.
Really?
Hopefully, I'm not too loud. I am literally a loud person, but Tony also sits across the table from the camera. So yeah, he's a little quieter in his. I'm very loud. Is that that's a fair thing to say?
Well, it's because you can't hear. You're making up for it.
What?
Exactly.
What do we have to do to get you to No Name? I don't know. I don't know. I want to go, but it's right at the start of the school year, so it's tough.
Jamie may have used up his road trip days.
Well, that's the other thing, and it's not that my wife is totally against me leaving again. It's just that's not a very great time to do it.
Well, and
there again, she couldn't come because someone's got to be there for school stuff.
To be honest, the problem with both of us is we both have fairly young children now, and we both like help get the kids off to school and back. Yeah. And when we're gone, our wives have to take care of that for us. They
work and have lives of their own, so and it's like
it makes it hard to be gone. During the school year, like summer's a little bit easier,
a little bit different. Yeah. Tim Jefferson. Yeah, I'm not coming from Tony's. I'm just late again. Yeah. Good times. Oh, this is not gas money. This is to be used for adult beverages only. How's it going, everybody? Welcome aboard. How much will $12 buy? That'll get you like one ankle. Oh, nice. Stephen Andrews punched a hole in the rocker on a 361. Dude, this table is even worse for my neck than my own desk, which is pretty bad. This isn't
helping my back at all.
No, this is rough. My neck is the worst part.
Plain Man Rapper, I've not bought any cars from that. I was tempted to buy that Dart and the 67 4-door, but the last comment when I was leaving was we might be having a fire sale soon, so I'm not going to pay full price if the price is going to go down soon. And I'm not sure I'm going to go back out there again because it's so far away. I'd love to get a couple of those cop cars out of there, but it's just they aren't worth a lot, and it's a long ways out there. So.
Nice. Abel D. Jamie at Zero, one of Uncle Tony's mods, has a 4-barrel intake that he's giving to me. What would the results be in my 73 Hall Grand Touring Coach RV with the Dodge 360? Yeah, there weren't 4 barrels then, so it would be a 2-barrel. And something. I don't know. Just put a decent Edelbrock on there or something, and it'll do good stuff. I mean, it's not going to turn it into like a race RV or anything, but it's worth doing.
I mean, you're dealing with a heavy vehicle, so you want to tune everything to torque. So,
well, yeah.
Horsepower doesn't do much.
Hopefully he's giving you a dual plane and not a single plane.
Yeah, don't run a single plane.
Yeah, and I would run an Edelbrock. I would not run it.
Yeah, the ABS too. We've had super good luck with those. So.
Harley's Garage, thank you very much. Being someone who also had to rep the engine out because of lifters and cam from comp, what, if any, are your go-to cam and lifters? Here's some cider money. Thank you. That $9.99 is only for cider. Okay.
Just I don't know if they're gonna have cider at a biker bar. We'll see.
It's probably the kind of bar you get punched at if you ask. Anyway,
that is a very good question that I don't have a very good answer to.
Here's what we're doing, but we don't want you to do it because we need to be able to buy them still. But NOS Mopar Purple shafts with lifters, cam kits, best you can do.
I've heard good things about Johnson's lifters. I've talked to a couple guys since
I heard
this
that
happened,
too, but we haven't tried.
There's a guy apparently in the Midwest who like specially grinds 6-pack cams. I've not tried one yet. The next 6-pack motor we're going to build, I'm probably going to try to use one of those. I'm experimenting, and it's a guy I trust. He has a bunch of race Mopars. So that's probably the next thing we're going to try if I start bringing on purple shaft cams. But
yeah. So here's your other thing: make nice with a local old school cam grinder. We have one local Delta camshaft in Tacoma. There's Oregon Cams in Vancouver, Washington, for some reason. And those are both great companies. So
the problem, though, is it's not the cam, it's the lifters. That's the problem.
You need one that can reface lifters.
Yes.
That's an important part of that situation.
Tom, how do you find out about all these estate sales? I've kind of been known for estate sales. So they've been kind of finding me. I've done several. I did the Snowbar estate that was over $500,000. I've done multiple estates, so they kind of find me. But I'm also just like on the internet. Like I'm on Facebook, like I figured out this Mopar sale in Anaconda, Montana, because somebody posted on Facebook. I just have a lot of years out there. People tell me about the stuff. Jamie gets 30 cars a night. People send them to buy, and it's like I just hear about a lot of this stuff, and I'm also kind of known for it. And I've known, the ones I've done, people, I'm fair with the families because they generally don't know what the stuff's worth. So yeah,
nice. Yeah. Christian Lilly lives in Long Beach, Washington, and participates in Rod Run every year. Nice. Yeah, we did that. We did that. Okay. Yeah. We're past that part.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1970s nose. Absolutely. My favorite one is the 74, 73, 4, 5, or 74, 5, 6, whatever, that one. The 77, 8 is kind of the go-to. Josh Jesh bought the green truck, which, by the way, whoever asked why he was giving me money, that's why. And
he's a nice guy.
He's just a nice guy. He sent me multiple presents. But anyway, I had the thought. I'm glad he already bought that truck because I strongly considered taking the whole cab and the nose and putting it on the ramp truck. It would have been beautiful and glorious. And I'm glad I didn't ruin that perfectly good, awesome D100 and do that.
Sometimes you have to be safe from yourself.
Yep. So, no, dude, I thought about it. I'm so glad you bought it and I didn't do that. Yep. Yes, Dalton Sparks. Yep, we were talking about that. I want to do air seats. That is my plan. At least bases like that. I want comfy seats. And yes, I will have onboard air. It's in the plan. I just don't have time. Oh, yeah. Let's see which one of us can get beat up first. Nice.
The funny part is we got here and I realized I actually stayed here like 2 years ago. The bar's actually really nice. I've been there before. So
cool.
I totally random. I didn't realize it was the same place, but we actually stayed here before.
Farley's Garage is also 10 minutes walking distance from Rod Run. He'll be there. And maybe a DDG barbecue. Don't tempt me with a good time. You got room for a tent or what?
Ooh, I'm down.
Let's do it.
Are you cooking? I'm down.
Let's go.
I'm there.
My email is deaddodgegarage@gmail.com. Rooster's been up since 5:30. Yeah, cooking bacon and yeah.
It wasn't coon deer possum, but it was pretty good. The breakfast was pretty good.
Nice. Jeff Hutchins, how you doing? Yes, we did hear. Oh, my neck is straight killing me. And we have been on for 2 hours, so we're probably going to pop out and check out this biker bar in a few minutes here. It's probably impossible to get to the bottom of these comments as much as I'd like to.
Oh, we're 5 minutes past. Boy, this just flew past.
We started late. Yeah, it's been 2 whole hours. Will C watches everything both of us posts. Just loves the content. Thank you, Will. Appreciate that. And sorry we don't have time to stop and meet you. We've got to get home.
We're heading on Tuesday. We're heading straight home. So,
yeah, we're very thankful. We were supposed to make more stops, and a couple of them.
And I'm actually really glad they got canceled. Actually, because we wouldn't have made it home Tuesday night if they didn't.
Would not have happened. Yep.
Okay. Any comments?
Functional haircut.
Dude, we tried. All I wanted last night was Subway. Jamie had McDonald's 2 times yesterday.
3 times, dude.
Well, he had it 2 times. We found a
I'll
Subway, and we go there, and the sign clearly says in the window they close at 9. And it was 8:45, and they were closed.
So we got McDonald's the 3rd time.
Rushed and disappointed.
It was bad. So we got Subway today. Dean Stevenson, why did you let me in? I'm unworthy. You're worthy. You're worthy. Stand up.
Stop commenting, people, so we can get off this.
Seriously. Miss my comments. Don't engage. Evasive maneuvers. I can find the weak parts.
Seriously, this it was like 15 minutes ago we started this.
It's been 2 hours, brother. This happens every week. No matter what you do, don't encourage me. My sister can confirm that I broke my toys as a kid. I loved ruining stuff when I was a kid. Taking apart old washing machines and breaking computers and stuff. Oh, yeah.
Josh, yeah, I've seen that Hemi car. It's freaking really, really cool. Nice. There's a couple 4-door Hemi cars. I think there's 3.
Mexican spec dipped out, but thank you very much for being here, my friend. Appreciate that. Plain Brown Rapper has a small block question, but it got cut off. Yeah. Looked like you dead hooked. Yes, I did dead hook. That was a problem. Yeah, I was super, super happy. It was awesome. Yes, you can't leave. Yes, exactly. Yeah, you can't leave the lockup switch on. It's much, much better to get the PTC kit. So it's or PATC or whatever company it is. I always get that wrong. So it's controlled automatically by speed. Robert Hill has seen many shattered 8 3/4 ring and pinions, and you will see many more at my house, my friend, because I'm sticking with it. Try and find some good gears, but we'll see.
What are you talking about? The torsion springs? Those are not easy.
Yeah.
Those are not easy. You got to be careful.
Sorry, dude. Good luck.
I don't really have a good way to do that. That's generally a couple people and some crowbars.
Big Block 402. Yeah, everything's going great. I blew up the rear end of my car and my neck hurts, but other than that, yeah.
Why'd you swap out?
Yes, Ellie Rogers. I have the original numbers matching 340 from the car. Dale missed 3rd gear and didn't have a rev limiter, or did, and it didn't work, actually. In 1975 and been on the exhaust valves in the 340, so it was out of the car for 30 years. He rebuilt it in 2005 or 6, put it back in the car. It was in the car when I got it. Never ran right. and it leaked fluids, and it had a bad intake gasket and a couple other things. So I was considering trying to do a reseal on that and get it back in the car in time for racing last year. But then I realized I have this 360 that I built for the Barracuda, and I'm not getting the Barracuda together for racing last year. I'm probably not getting it together for racing this year either. So I decided I'd just put the two projects together so I could have one working car. So I put my 360 in the Demon. The other cool thing is I kind of spec'd out that motor. I did the heads. I did everything. It's probably the best motor I've ever built other than that stroker. So yeah, I'm kind of proud of it. I mean, it did wheelies, so it's good enough.
I really want to run that stroker. We have that car together. That's been sitting in the shop. It's been sitting too long.
Yep. People keep trying to say, oh, that's too much tire. You've got too much tire. No, I don't. I have the right amount of tire. I just need to make some other changes. Not being a drag racer is great for drivetrain lifespan. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
Will C would bring his 71 Demon to Bremerton. Nice. If we're going to do this, we will make a community post. We'll announce it in the lives.
Try to get 62 Valiants running. Cool. That's great.
Rad. Did you buy the Border Patrol cop car from the last video?
That one already.
Okay, good. We did that. Leave the kid with your brother. Well, he kind of has to help out anyway because she works at 5 a.m. But yeah. Looks like you had a little too much traction. Yes, I did, because there wasn't enough air in the slicks and things weren't quite jiving. So yeah, it stuck. If you watch my videos practicing with Joe, it spun and it went. It did exactly what it needed to do. The weight transferred perfectly. It spun, it rose, and it left with just the tiniest bit of bog that I think I could tune out. But I had nowhere near enough air in the tires. You can see that in the video. And I raised the leave RPM trying to get around the bog. And I upped the timing. Well, I softened the curve is what I did. Anyway, it's all bad. Yeah, use ear protection. Why did you say?
Yeah, if I had $1 for every time Jamie said, what?
Thank you, Josh.
When I tried talking to him,
Dude.
I figured I had to talk directly to him.
He does. It's bad. It's really bad. Yes. Yep. That's what I was talking about. The PATC kit automatically controls it. Works great. And there are other ways of doing that, but yeah. Vic fired a rod out the side of a GM 2.3. Nice.
Is that the Iron Duke?
No, the Iron Duke's a 2.5. 2.5? And then they had the 2.2 later. Yeah, 2.5 Iron Duke. Nice. Thanks, Stacy. Appreciate that.
You can never have too much tire.
Oh, it's a riddle. Sorry, Dean. Didn't get it.
Fate begs to differ.
Fate begs to differ. Yeah, that I agree. I don't think there's such a thing as too much tire. I can explain what happened. It's really easy. 4-barrel in the RV, if it's an Edelbrock and you're cruising around on the primaries, it's not going to hurt the fuel mileage. It might make it better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. My first mower was a 70 Charger. I put a 4-barrel on it for 2-barrel. The mileage got better.
Yeah, I did that twice. I never used the car has a line lock. I never used it when I raced before. Never used it. And I tried doing burnouts with it, even on the street, and it would just shove through the brakes. So I went, screw it. I'm not going to use this thing. And then when I went to Bremerton, they told me it wasn't legal to have a 2-step, which is on the same button even though it was test and tune, they were just like, well, you're signed up for this class. And technically that's not legal for your class. So you don't want to use that. So I just never used it. And I foot brake the car. Question. From Dad, I Love Brett. I saw it pop up. I'll get it in a second. All right, we'll just do it now. Here, we'll put it on the board. If they pay money, they get on the board. Mm-hmm. Dakota 4.7 liter ran fine till it was taken apart for painting. The truck was taken apart for painting. Got in limp mode from unplugging doors. Now only starts with brake cleaner shot. Check it for codes. No, that doesn't sound like map sensor because the map sensor just shouldn't factor into starting at all. Yeah, you got to check it for codes. That's really weird. I don't know how that would happen. Any security lights on or anything? Even then, it shouldn't stay running with the shot. That's usually more crank sensor, cam sensor. And cam sensor is a common problem on the 4.7. But again, check for codes. And if you can get a scanner with live data, check the cam and crank sensor for a pulse, for a signal when the engine's cranking.
Said no codes.
No codes. Okay, you're going to need to get into live data. and look for a pulse from the crank sensor and cam sensor, because those are the only things you need to fire a computer that works, fuel pressure, and a cam and crank reading and compression. You know what I mean? Those are the only important things when it's cranking. Oxygen sensor doesn't matter. Throttle sensor, if it thinks the throttle sensor is floored, if it thinks the throttle is floored, it will cut fuel. But when it's starting, I'm assuming it's running okay. So yeah. I've never heard of bullet cams.
Never have either.
Nice. Yes, we're dadas. What does my daughter always call me? She used to call me, she would call me Dada for a while.
Well, the
There's
thing
another
for
one.
me is I work from home, so it kind of I'm not going to pay for before and after school care, so I drop them off the bus, pick them up every day. So just how it works. So
Thermoquad has a great 2-step lean cruise control. Nice. Lunati has a sale on lifters. I don't know if there's a
I don't know if
I don't know if there's any good either. I don't know. I've heard maybe, but I don't know.
I mean, obviously we lost the comp cams, but I don't know.
McLevin bought a comp. Oh, that was a mistake. I wouldn't use that. Or at least take the lifters to someone that faces them.
Yeah.
Have them resurfaced, and then you might be okay. But that's the biggest issue. Dakota's timeout had a set of Lunati lifters that broke in fine, but about 4 of them went clack, clack, clack. It was terrible. Nice. Kelly Smith, thanks for being here. We're definitely running late here, so yeah, probably about time. Chris Freemester's got to run. Yeah, it's probably about time to just call it.
Just one line, Steven. I have never actually bought a car in Canada. I've told it's not that hard to do. You just have to be ready at the border to do it. But I've never personally done it. There's a lot of resources online for that to buy a car in Canada, but it's not super complicated.
Have you seen a white 66 Coronet 4-door that was ordered by the FBI with a Hemi? How did I miss that? I don't know.
It's been a long night. Been a long day. Been a long
rematch with Uncle Tony. Loser shaves off their own whiskers.
No, nope. Jamie's done that though. I don't know if Uncle Tony ever has.
Yeah, he won't do it. Yeah, I was really expecting a red light when I saw how hard I treat him, but it didn't red light. So
well, apparently on
Tony said it showed a reaction time.
Yeah,
but when I was reviewing the footage,
red light.
It should have flashed the reaction time on the board, and it didn't show one.
What did Tony run? Did he ever say?
Like an 850 or something. Yeah, I mean, like if I could have gotten a clean pass, I think I was in probably the 8.7s or some such nonsense.
We're getting towards the end.
We're at
10:04. So.
All right. Yeah, we're reaching the end of the comments.
All right, I'm getting thirsty. So
how do I know if the bolts are cross-threaded? If they won't go in the holes. Having trouble taking the fan off. Here's what I do. I use 2 half-inch wrenches. I hold one of the 4 bolts with one wrench. I loosen all the other 3, and then I switch and hold with this one and loosen the 4th one. And as you're doing that, you're going to tighten the one you're holding the second time, but then you just flip and that one will come right loose. Works every time. 60% of the time, it works every time. Stone Monk VX, thank you very much. Saw you in the comments, I believe on Tony's channel. I saw you somewhere. Anyway, appreciate you. Nice. Yeah, it's about rumble time. Enjoy the beverages. Have a safe drive back. We will do both of those things. And thanks to everybody that's checking out. I totally understand. It's super late. Which McDonald's was the best? I can tell you it wasn't the one I got lunch at yesterday. That was probably the least bestest.
Jamie and Tom, what RIN would work best for the 4-speed? I want to install a 448 8.75 in my Fury. If you're going to be drag racing with a 440 8.75 4-speed, if you're over 450 horsepower, you want to put Dana in there.
If you're going to get traction and drop the clutch on a drag strip, you want something stronger, like a Dana 60. But if it's just a driver, you're fine. And if you're on a tire that spins, you're still probably fine. It's traction and shock. Those 2 things together. And I can tell you that from firsthand experience. Those 2 things blow up.
All right. Bye, everybody. I'm going to sign off. Let Jamie do the outro.
Tom's leaving. Thanks for being here, Tom.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah, about that time. 6'5", don't upset Joe. He's a super good dude. I don't think he'd punch me in the face. How tall are you? 6'4"? 3?
6'4.5". Depends on the day.
I'm 5'11 and a half. Nice. Able D, no idea when I'm going to SoCal. My wife used to live down there. I'm not in any hurry to go back. Yeah. McDonald's in John Day, Oregon was so bad it went out of business. I might have eaten at that one, actually. I might have eaten in that. Yeah. Yes, the 48s were trophy winners in Dale's Demon. End of time. I don't know how to test rev limiter. All right, I'm giving up. This is too many comments. Thanks everybody for being here. If you have an important question that I missed tonight, please email me at deaddodgegarage@gmail.com. I would hate to leave an important question hanging.
Want to be on the cover of the MCG?
I got it. Don't worry. And if you have any important questions for Tom, he is Tom at rocketresto.com. Oh, do I have to play the turtle song? Ugh. Power shifting did not break my 8 3/4. Traction broke my 8 3/4 and being dumb. Yeah, data, like I said, the map sensor has nothing to do with starting. You need to get a scanner with data and look at the live data, what's cranking. Because I'm not surprised there's no code. The no start, it might not throw a code when it's not starting, if that makes sense. Turtles. I don't know if I have the voice for turtles. Well, if the earth was a turtle and I was also a turtle, well, you know it's only turtles all the way down. No shrubs, no rocks, no grass, no policeman on my ass. How I wish it was only turtles all the way down. All the way down. There you go. Who's Tom? That's Tom. Tom with Rocket Restorations. He signs my paychecks.
I was trying to get off. But
yeah, whatever. Very
apparently they dragged me back in just when I thought I was out.
All right, we'll play Rumble. Here we go. Can you remember the words for Rumble? I never remember. There are no words. That's the joke.
I can't remember where I was.
Twisted Bombard Garage is here right on time. Thanks, Barracuda. Appreciate that. The turtle song is going to be my breakthrough radio hit. Why do I always get that chord wrong? I just broke the whole guitar. All right. We're going to go to a biker bar. See you guys later. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks for hanging on for the wild ride and all that kind of stuff. And
thanks for watching.
We'll see you later.
Appreciate the subs.
We're the guys, and we're going to go do the stuff.
Wait, this is a Craftsman guitar?
Sure.
Series Roebuck and Co.?
Not really. Robert Hill loves when I sing Rumble. Oh, yeah. One bed or two. We're not going to bed together. Come on.
There's 2 beds.
All right. Bye-bye now. Happy trails. See you next Sunday in the comments. More great videos coming soon.